All right, we are live. My goodness. Let's get this show on the road here today. We have our first game. We're going to be streaming all day long. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Sunday morning. It's about time to get into this thing. So let's get into this thing. We're going to start off today's video by talking about every NFL team and what we think is going to happen here today. Let's go ahead and take a look to start off with all the games. Got Steve the 8 Ball with me. He's going to pick who he thinks going to win every game. I'm going to pick who I think's going to win every single game. And we are set to stream the Cardinals and Texans here to start today, then the Broncos and Packers, and then we're going to end the day off with the Vikings and the Cowboys. I'm super excited to get things started today. It's going to be a long day. It's like 9 hours straight of streaming. Absolutely crazy. But we're here about 30 minutes before the kickoff. It's going to be like more 24 minutes here. I was intending to do 30 minutes before, but it's like 24 minutes before kickoff in the Cardinals game. We have the Cardinals game already pulled up, though, so we're ready whenever that starts. But real quickly, I dropped my scoreboard already. Promise you haven't had a single drink yet. But I do have a lot on tap. I got hydration, I got alcohol, I got all my good stuff ready to go for today. It's going to be really fun. We're going to try to knock this scoreboard off maybe 3 times. That's the goal. 3 times knocking the scoreboard down. Steve the 8 Ball will one day have googly eyes and a mustache, but right now can't promise anything. But yeah, we got the whole setup. We're feeling good. We're looking good. Again, real quickly, I want to be super thankful for all the subscribers I've been getting from the Grossi Posse. Getting rated on Thursday was absolutely one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me on YouTube. I had another channel I did that was just like comedy, comedic commentary and stuff, and never had anything cool like that happen for 2 years while I was doing that. Been doing this for 3 months. Did not anticipate that something that awesome would happen to me. Just streaming a silly Thursday night football game that's not even any of the teams that I fully rep on this channel. So that's super awesome that that happened. I'm really blessed to be here. Feel really happy to have all of these very kind people from the Grossi Posse who have been super supportive of me. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this after the live, just want you to know how grateful I am because we've gone up. Let's see. Let's count. I never was good at math. I got C's in math class, so I was never too good at it. Let's go ahead and count how many subs I got since I was streaming on Thursday Night Football. 217 was where I was at. So 317. There's 417. That's 200. Then we got 27, 37, 47, 57. So we subtract 4 from this, and this would be 236 new subscribers since Thursday at like 7:30 p.m. at night, which is absolutely insane. I can't believe that that is what's going on right now, and I'm super blessed to be here hanging out with you guys and having like half of my subscribers be from the Grossi Posse. So, I'm hoping that I live up to your expectations and one of your favorite sports channels on YouTube. I am going to talk about all things NFL on this channel with an emphasis on Cardinals, but also a big fan of the Broncos, and I'm also going to talk about everyone else as well. Let's hop into our first games of the week here really quickly and see who we think's going to win with Steve the 8 Ball. All right. I'm going to pull it up actually on ESPN's website because they have the odds. Odds for week 15 of the NFL season. We're going to go ahead and do that real quick because I want to actually see the spread. I don't just want to see the games. I want to see the spread. There are a lot of really frigid games today, like the one in Chicago, that are going to be absolutely freezing. So I just want to make sure we have an idea of what Vegas thinks is going to happen. But that's not what I want. There we go. Fox Sports odds. Perfect. We'll just do that. Crazy game with the Falcons Buccaneers Thursday. That was a wild comeback by the Falcons, but we got our first game right here. Jets and Jaguars. Moneyline spread Jaguars minus 13.5. All right. I'm thinking that I'm taking the Jaguars minus 13.5 in this game. I mean, I would feel really bad if I took the Jets and they somehow just get beat by 35. You're going to feel really dumb if you do that. The Jets are so bad. I'm just going to take the Jaguars. Steve, are you going to take the Jaguars today to win the game? Let's see. What's he saying? Oh, oh. Outlook not so good. For some reason, he's taking the Jets. This guy's never been too bright, though. So he's new on the channel. He has no idea what football is, and he's barely learning right now. So we're trying to figure it out. Browns and Bears. We got the Bears -7.5 in this game. It's going to be like -4-degree wind chill at the game. So I don't know if there's going to be much scoring. So the -7.5 is concerning with that Browns defense. And cold games tend to be more defensive. So I'm going to take the Browns +7.5. And I would take the under on this if I was a betting man. Of course, do not do anything that I say, because I'll get everything wrong. If I say for you to do something, it will be the opposite. That's how it goes with me. So don't do that. But I'm going to take the Browns +7.5 in this game. And I think that the Bears are going to win, though. All right. Steve the 8-Ball, are the Bears going to win against the Browns today? Let's see what he has to say. You may rely on it. I am relying on it, but what do you think? Cannot predict now. All right, we're going to move on to the next game because Steve is a little bit nervous right now because we're live. Bills and Patriots. Let's see who we think's going to win this game. Bills -1.5 right now. I'm going to take the Patriots +1.5, and I think the Patriots are going to win this game. I really do. The Bills do play up to their competition, but I think the Patriots are going to pull this one off. Let's go ahead and ask Steve. Steve, do you think the Patriots are going to beat the Bills today? Let's see. It is decidedly so. All right, we agree. Perfect. Next one, Ravens and Bengals. Ravens -2.5 today against the Bengals. Bengals have been playing really well with Joe Burrow, even though he said he doesn't like football anymore. So I really still got to go with the Bengals +2.5. They've been playing so well. They've been doing really good since he came back. And I know that they still have a losing record, all this other stuff. They were losing pretty much every game with him gone. But I gotta take the Bengals with how good they've been looking with him back. So let's see if he can find that spark and Joe Burrow can actually like football again. All right, Steve, are the Bengals going to beat the Ravens today? Let's see. It is certain. We agree again. The Bengals are going to beat those Ravens. Cardinals, Texans. This is the first game we're going to be watching on the live stream today. Texans favored -10 in this game. I don't think so. The Texans offense has been struggling a little bit. And they actually, there are a lot of lines that had this at -9.5, I was noticing. This one's -10. That's absolutely crazy. The Cardinals have been losing so many games this year, but they've been losing them all by 4 or less points. There's 7 games they've lost this year by 4 or less points. So honestly, I have no idea why. Why on freaking earth here there's a -10 in favor of the Texans. I'm all day taking the Cardinals +10 in this game. Doesn't mean they're going to win, but the Cardinals +10 in this game, abso-freaking-lutely. Steve, please don't be an idiot here. Do you think the Cardinals are going to get the +10.5 in this game? All right, we'll ask him 2 questions because we're going to do the first one. Let's see. Outlook not so good. You actually think well, we already know he thinks the Texans are going to win because he has said outlook not so good on the Cardinals +10 spread. So he thinks the Texans are going to win by 10 or more. And so that means he's taking the Texans. I'm taking the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are going to surprise people today and create some chaos against those Texans and pull off a crazy, oh my goodness, we won for no reason and we're going to hurt our draft position kind of win today. All right. Raiders and Eagles. Eagles are favored -12.5 today. And I see that is probably, the Eagles have been playing so bad though. But the Raiders are bad. I'm going to take the Eagles -12.5. I can't do that. The Raiders are just so bad. They're starting Pickett though. The Raiders are starting Pickett today. So this is a very concerning one because Pickett, I think, is a better quarterback than Geno Smith. I really do. I think that the Raiders are going to look better with him, but how much better? And the Eagles have been struggling. Give me the Raiders +12.5. I know I flipped like 4 times there. I'm taking the Raiders +12.5. I think the Eagles are going to win though. All right. Are the Eagles going to beat the Raiders today, Steve? Let's see. We still got 15 minutes till kickoff in the Cardinals game. So we're just goofing off and figuring out what our picks and predictions are for today. Ask again later. Steve, we are freaking live right now, bro. I need you to snap out of it and get your stuff together, okay, dude? Man, this guy right here, I hired him like 3 weeks ago, and here he is, just goofing off, not taking his job seriously. My goodness. You think you know a guy. Steve, I need an answer on the Eagles Raiders. You already skipped one game. You skipped a game earlier. I think it was the second game we picked. I need you to pick a game right now. Right now, do you think the Eagles are going to beat the Raiders today? Let's give it a real good shake because he's feeling nervous, man. Signs point to yes. All right, so we're going with the Eagles beating the Raiders, but I'm taking the Raiders spread. Chargers and Chiefs. We got a -6 in favor of the Chiefs, but not so fast, my friend. There's no reason why this is going on right now. Is there a horrible injury I don't know about? There's no reason the Chargers don't get this. I think the Chargers +6 is fine, and I think that they're going to win. 6 is a lot of points. The Chiefs really suck this year. Why is it -6 in favor of the Chiefs? Is it going to be freezing or something? Do they know something that we don't know? Are the refs being paid off in this one? Because I think the refs might be getting paid off in this one. I really don't know why there's a -6 in favor of the Chiefs. Have you seen the Chiefs play this year? I don't know what's going on there. All right. I'm going to ask Steve now because I'm taking the Chargers on everything on that. But again, don't listen to what I say because if I say it's going to happen for sure, it usually does the opposite. I don't know if it's my power of jinx that's so powerful or something. It's something weird though. All right, Steve, do you think that the Chiefs are going to beat the Chargers today? Let's see what he has to say. Oh, very doubtful. We both agree the Chargers are going to win today against the Chiefs. All right, sorry, Chiefs fans. Commanders at the Giants. This might be a cold game. Let's see. Spread -2.5 Giants. This is a bad game between two teams that are really bad this year. Oh, so it's hard to pick games between two teams that are really bad. Giants, man. I don't even know. It's Winston who's their quarterback or something, I believe, because Dart must still be hurt. Because if Dart wasn't hurt, they'd be favored by a lot. I'm going with the Giants -2.5 in this one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do that. They just lost Ertz on the other side as well. Horrible injury. You hate to see that. You don't want that to happen to anybody. Ertz is one of my favorite tight ends ever. Former Cardinal. Yeah, I'm taking the Giants -2.5. Steve, are the Giants going to beat the Commanders today? All right, let's see what he has to say. Yes, definitely. All right, Giants. We're both on the Giants wagon. You know you can disagree with me, dude. I know, like I forced you to start answering questions, but you're wishy-washy. Now you're just agreeing with everything I say. I don't want you to be afraid of me, Steve. Okay? Can we get it together? Also, Sponge is in the background there. If you guys didn't realize, his name is Derek. He's a little bit crazy, so don't look him dead in the eye because he will hunt you down. Just so you know. Yeah, I just looked him dead in the eye. So luckily he's already here, though. He already hunted me down, so he doesn't have to do that anymore. But he will hunt you down if you look him in the eye. His name's Derek. He's the mentally unstable sponge, and we don't say that around him. Sorry, Derek. I'm sorry. Don't look at me like that. Okay. We're going to go ahead and go to the Colts and Seahawks here. And Derek's going to be helping me in live chats. If anybody has any questions for Derek, unfortunately, he is going to be involved in the streams in the future. And other than Steve picking with me, Derek is going to do other stuff on the channel, like provide comic relief when things are falling apart. Okay. Colts and Seahawks. Let's see. Seahawks -13.5 with Phillip Rivers. This is the game I made my last video about. The Phillip Rivers game is happening, and it is happening today. He will start. 44-year-old Phillip Rivers coming off of a 5-year hiatus from the NFL. He is coming back to try to save the season for the Indianapolis Colts. This is one of the coolest stories I've seen in the NFL in a really long time. And I really hope that they pull off a stunner here today. But the Seahawks are probably going to win. Now, Hope wants me to say +13.5 in favor of the Colts. But my brain is telling me -13.5 for the Seahawks. And I don't want to diss the Seahawks, who have been killing it all season long. So give me the Seahawks -13.5. I'll also take the Seahawks to win. I feel bad about it, and I want the Colts to prove me wrong. Prove me wrong today, Phillip Rivers. You're a legend. Let's get it done. All right. Steve, do you think the Colts are going to beat the Seahawks today, or do you agree with me? Do you think? Wait, I can't ask him two questions. That's my bad, Steve. I know I'm making your job difficult already. Steve, do you think the Colts are going to beat the Seahawks today? We'll go with that one. That one's easier. Oh, 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 oh. Most likely the Colts are going to beat the Seahawks today. He thinks the Colts are going to win. He's not even talking about the spread. All right. He's a believer, dude. He's a believer. He's got Colts. I got Seahawks. We got a disagreement. See, look, we can disagree. That's fine. You may be completely stone-faced wrong, and I'll beat you this week on my picks, but hey, you can pick different things. Titans and 49ers. 49ers favored, minus 12.5 in this game. Let's take a look at, the money line's minus 900 too. And yeah, it's the Titans. So I'm taking the 49ers minus 12.5, and they're going to beat those Titans. Steve, are the 49ers going to beat the Titans today? Don't you sass me right now. Ask again later. He's sassing me. He's showing me sass again. Let's get a real answer, bud. Without a doubt. Perfect. We agree on the Niners. Packers, Broncos. This will be our second game of the day on the live stream. We will end this stream at the end of the Cardinals game and immediately hop back in to the next stream, which is the Broncos and Packers. Packers favored minus 1.5. I'm going with the Broncos today, though. Broncos are going to win. Broncos plus 1.5. I am a realist. For those of you who are new to the channel, I don't just say that my teams are going to win if I don't think they're going to win. I really do think the Broncos are going to win today. Broncos plus 1.5. Broncos win today's game. I also somehow think the Cardinals are going to win today. I've picked against them a lot this year, though, so I'm picking with them finally. I think that we could get maybe I'm going to get embarrassed by the Cardinals pick, but I think the Broncos are going to win. Broncos plus 1.5. Steve, are the Broncos going to beat the Packers today? He keeps saying ask again later. This guy, man, I can't stand it. He said ask again later again. Do you not want to pick? Or is it because Tom Grassi was so nice to us? I'm just saying what I think is going to happen. I love Packers fans. I love the Packers. Don't have any problem with the Packers. I'm not like a Packers fan, but because all their fans were just so amazing, and I've never had a problem with the Packers or Packers fan in my life. I love cheese. So basically, Steve, you can pick the Packers. It is totally okay with. I'm not going to be mad at you if you pick the Packers, okay? Will the Packers beat the Broncos today, Steve? We got 7 minutes till the Cardinals game comes on. We got to hurry up. Hit reply, Hazy, try again. This guy right here. This guy. Oh my goodness. He is losing his mind already. Don't count on it. He's going with the Broncos with me. Oh man. I thought you would go with it to even out a little bit of the pressure. People who see this are going to think we both picked against the Packers after they just helped our channel freaking blow up the last 2 days, dude. Lions and Rams. Rams -6. They're favored -6 against the Lions. I think I'm going to take the Rams. They're just so powerful this year. The Lions have had some games where they've been not too great at all. I want the Lions to win, but I think I'm taking the Rams -6. All right, are the Rams going to beat the Lions today, Steve? We got to hurry through these last few ones, bud. Outlook good. All right, we're both taking the Rams. Panthers and Saints. Panthers need this win to pretty much try to steal the division, make sure that they have a really good chance to take that thing. They have to play the Buccaneers 2 of the last 3 weeks of the season. So winning here today makes it feel a lot more comfy for them and helps take a lot of that pressure off of them as well. I'm taking the Panthers -2.5 against those Saints, even though the Saints got a pretty solid defense right now. All right, I think I'm going with that. Yeah, I'm solid with that. Are the Panthers going to beat the Saints today, Steve? Let's see what happens. My reply is no. All right, he's taking the Saints. That's okay, man. You can totally do that. Totally go against whatever. Yeah, you think the Saints are going to win their... Is it the 3rd game of the year for them? Let's take a look. I don't even know. Vikings, Cowboys. Spread -5.5 in favor of the Cowboys today. It depends if 9 shows up or if JJ McCarthy shows up in this game. That's who's going to win. I really don't understand what's going on with the Vikings this year. All I know, it's been a real disappointment this season for them. And what I am going to say, I'm taking the Vikings +5.5 in this game. I think that Cowboys defense is going to help JJ McCarthy settle in a little bit. He might actually be able to do some good stuff. All right. Steve, do you think the Cowboys are going to beat the Vikings on Sunday Night Football? Let's see. Here we go. Oh, outlook not so good. All right, we're taking the Vikings. And then we got last game Monday, Steelers, Dolphins. Steelers favored -3. Let's see what's going to happen. Those Dolphins are winning a lot more games than I anticipated after that horrible start to the year. Do I take them +3? And TJ Watt just had a punctured lung. There's no way he's going to play on Monday. If far as my healthcare professional opinion is concerned, he's not playing Monday. He might be out for like a few weeks as well, at least. So I'm going to take the Dolphins on this one as +3. I don't know who's going to win. I want to say the Dolphins will pull off a win here and save Mike McDaniel's job. I think that's his name, Mike McDaniels, the guy who's always high in all of the team interviews. I think I'm taking the Dolphins +3. Dolphins are going to win this game. Are the Dolphins going to beat the Steelers on Monday Night Football, Steve? Let's see. I look not so good. He's taking the Steelers. All right, perfect, Steve. You go sit back on your perch over here. You did a great job with me. Thank you so much for doing your picks. That's so amazing, man. I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much for helping me pick who you thought was going to win today. We have 3 likes in the stream already today. We got 1 comment. Bird Gang, what's up? Hello, dude. I love your comment. We're going to keep that there because once the game starts, more people will be hopping in as well. Love having you guys hang out with me today. Let's take a look here. Let's put our welcome chat message in here. Welcome, everyone. Come hang out as we watch the Cardinals game. Season may be over, but that doesn't mean we can't win some more games, right? It doesn't mean we can't win some more. And we are 3 minutes from kickoff. Maybe the very final commercial break before we are on kickoff of the Cardinals game. You know they love their commercials, though. We'll see. We might have another commercial break before that. But let's go ahead and put a poll in here on who we think is going to win today's game. Go. I always feel like I spelled Texans wrong, but there it is. Who's going to win today's game? Cardinals, Texans. We got the poll there. Gonna go ahead and pin my message as well. We are all set to go for Cardinals versus Texans. Let's go, baby. Love it. Yeah, Blazing Monolith. We are ready to do this thing. It is Cardinals time. All right. Perfection. We are 453 subscribers on this channel that is absolutely blowing up thanks to you guys. And we are ready to get this show on the road today. Players to watch. Trey McBride. Absolutely. Trey McBride is always a player to watch. Let's take a look at the Cardinals' key inactives for today. Sports Illustrated has this list for us on who's in and who's out today for the Cardinals. Emari Demercado will play after initially entering the weekend as a question mark. Walter Nolan is he's questionable with a knee injury. Will play today for the Cardinals after practicing each day this week. That could be a big deal for the defense. The inactives: Max Melton, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jalen Thompson, Dadrian Taylor Demerson, Evan Brown, Paris Johnson Jr., and Xavier Weaver. So a ton of defensive players again that are out. That is a big bummer because we saw what happened last week. We do not want that to happen again. Arizona previously ruled out all of Evan Brown personal, Marvin Harrison Jr. heel, Paris Johnson Jr. knee, Max Melton heel, Bilal Nichols knee, Dadrian Taylor Demerson ankle, Jalen Thompson hamstring, and Xavier Weaver hamstring entering the weekend. Oh, yikes. That is not good, having the whole defense injured, essentially. Oh, we just got a new subscriber. Welcome to the Askew crew. Happy to have you here. We have hit 454 subscribers on the channel. Super happy to have everyone here. Go Texans, fan from Puerto Rico. Welcome in, man. Happy to have you here watching with us. Every fan is welcome watching the stream with me, just like on other friendly YouTubers as well. Puerto Rico. My father-in-law is from Puerto Rico. Happy to have you. I've never been myself, though. Never been myself. We are very close to the kickoff of Cardinals Texans. Channel is doing amazing right now. Big thank you for all the love and support. You guys rock. Oh crap, I opened my stream on. I don't want to make a feedback loop. That would be crazy. I opened my stream on my stream while it was already open. So then I was watching it on my computer while also using my computer to stream. That's crazy. We do not want that to happen. That would create some crazy glitch in the matrix. I have captions on right now. I don't want captions on. I don't want to see that crap. It says, did I close the garage on here? No. Yeah, we're turning that stuff off. All right, we're getting our opening thing for the game. We're ready to hop into Cardinals Texans. We are at NRG Stadium today, so it is a beautiful day because it is inside a dome and there is no weather to be heard of because it's air conditioning. Beautiful day for football where I live, even though I live in Denver. My dog's being a good boy too. That's amazing. Absolutely love that. All right, teams are on the field. Jonathan Gannon's already got his arms crossed, so you know it's going to be a good day. If he doesn't have his arms crossed, though, I'd be concerned. Arizona won the toss, choose to defer, so they're going to be kicking this football off to the Texans to start the game. Jacoby Brissett sitting on the bench ready for the game, but he'll have to wait for the first possession. Kick is in the air, and we are off here in week 15 of the football season. Kickoff return to the 20, 25, out to the 30. He's going to break this a little bit out to the 41-yard line. And my wife is home from the gym right at the kickoff. So the Texans will get the ball. And CJ Stroud heading out on the field. Really good timing. Right as the foot hit the ball for the opening kickoff, my wife got home. And the dog went absolutely nuts. Okay, first play, 1st and 10 for the Houston Texans. It's going to be a handoff to Marks. Marks is looking for some room. He's not going to find any. That's going to be a 1-yard gain. And it's going to be 2nd and 9. Cardinals missing a lot of defensive people today, but we're going to try to look past that. We got our stats pulled up so we can pull them up every commercial break and talk about it. Stroud's going to take the snap on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's going to complete this pass, and this is going to be a long, easy walk-in touchdown for Nico Collins and the Texans. It is the second play of the game from scrimmage for the Texans, and that is already a touchdown. Pass was completed right over the middle of the field, a broken tackle, and then there was no one else to be seen. I should not have picked the Cardinals to win this game. I picked them just a few minutes ago. It was number 12. I believe that's Collins. He catches this football, number 20. Yeah, Buda Baker and 21 on the defense missed their tackles. And that is an easy walk-in touchdown. There was not another man who was even close. And for the last 30 or so yards, Nico Collins walks on into the end zone like it was playground recess. Touchdown, Texans. We are quickly going to adjust the scoreboard. I didn't even expect that we were going to touch it this soon, but it's the second play of the game, and we're already moving it. Kick is up, and it is good. It is 7-0 already, guys. This defense has been quite a sight to watch over the last 2 or 3 weeks for the Cardinals. Last week, it almost looked like the defense had no players on the field who really knew what the NFL is or how to play football. So it's going to be, that's not a good start today as well. The second play of the game, Practically no pressure given at all, looking like the D-backs bullpen from this year. We are on commercial break, so we are not missing anything right now, but at the moment, it is already 7-0 Texans, and we are barely into this football game. Cardinals are going to need some really good offense today, if that is any indication. The Texans' offense has not looked very good this year in many games, but the Cardinals just made them look like one of the best offenses in the NFL with a 2-play touchdown on an easy, simple little completion, and then a quick little run in by Collins. So let's go ahead and see what the stats look like after that first drive for the Texans, because there are a lot already on 2 plays. Have they even updated it yet? Oh, one completion. That was a 57-yard pass completion. Marks had a 2-yard rush, and then there was a 57-yard pass completion for a touchdown to Nico Collins. I was correct on had the correct player. Well, that's a fat bummer, guys. Good thing we have White Claw and Mike's Hard Lemonades here, because we're going to need it today. Got my WWE Championship belt in the background. John Cena just retired last night. Props to him. He was one of the primary caregivers in my household as a child. There we go. Scoreboard's fully visible. We want to make sure that we can see that. Hope everyone's having a great day today. We're missing nothing right now. We, of course, are going to keep up all the other scores as well going on around the NFL. Right now, we have Bengals, Ravens kicking off, Eagles, Raiders kicking off, Texans, Cardinals kicking off, Chiefs, Chargers kick off, Patriots and Bills kick off. All the games have just started. The only game with a score so far is the Texans game and the Cardinals game, because of what we just saw. We saw the touchdown. We saw what happened, and we want to just forget that. We want to forget that happened. Move on. Maybe the defense, I don't know. It seems like it seems like the Cardinals defense gave up last week. Seems like they officially were like, we're done with this. We're done with this season, and we don't want to put in any more effort. So we shall see what happens. I'm going to move Derek, the mentally unstable sponge, and I'm going to put him over here because the Cardinals helmet is not visible. Maybe that was the problem. Okay, we are back from commercial break. Cardinals going to get the ball for the first time here. The kick is up, and is anyone going to receive it? They are. It's out to the 10, out to the 20, out to the 25. Ball is fumbled in the air. It is picked up by the Texans on the kickoff. It is really hard to stay positive when you're watching the Cardinals play football this year, but that is a immediate kickoff fumbled straight up into the air. So the Texans are going to get the ball back near the red zone. I mean, I don't know what else to say, man. Number 86 had the ball. Higgins has had a really rough year for the Cardinals. Every time I see him, he's committing a penalty or he's committing a turnover of some sort. But Higgins has this ball. He catches it. Pretty hard line drive. Pretty good catch. Then he runs the ball to the 20, roughly the 22. A simple helmet to the ball. Pops that ball straight up into the air, and the Texans recovered it. It was number 33 who recovered that fumble on the kickoff, and the Texans have the ball on the 22 of the Cardinals immediately after just scoring a 2-play touchdown. They're going to hand it off to Marks on 1st and 10, who's going to get a gigantic gain of 12 out to the 10-yard line. And now it is going to be roughly, I think, 1st and goal for the Texans here, who have already gotten a 7-0 lead in this game, and now they're going to be looking to get even more. See if they can get another 2-play touchdown here. Just what you need when the offense hasn't even touched the field yet for the Cardinals today. I'm going to try my best to stay positive watching this game, but there may be White Claw involved. Handoff on 1st and 10 from the 11 is going to be a 2-yard loss for Marks. First good play of the game for the Cardinals. Tackled by Williams. They're in the all-white uniforms today, and the Texans are in their classic home uniforms with the blue top, white bottom. Cardinals look so slick in these jerseys. These helmets are so slick with those red, shiny Cardinals on there. That logo is such a cool logo. I love it so much. I wish they were a better football team so more people could see the team that I love being good. Stroud looking to throw, 2nd and 12. He's scrambling out of the pocket. There's some pressure on him. He's going to just chuck this ball away. Defender tried to intercept it, but it was just out of his reach at the sideline, and that is a throwaway. It is going to be 3rd and 12, and the Cardinals do have a chance to force a field goal here. What's been a really rough start for them so far. So far on our poll, we have 4 votes for Texans, 1 vote Cardinals on who's going to win today's game. We have one really big believer in the chat. I'll take it. We need it. Still 12 minutes 43 left in the first quarter. We got a lot of time left. Stroud all alone, 3rd and 12, looking to pass this football. He is going to actually get sacked on this play. So the Cardinals defense comes through and makes sure that there's not an immediate touchdown following the last touchdown after the mistake on the kickoff fumble. And they're going to force a field goal here. So we have a chance to, we'll see if they can make this little chip shot. Give me about a 22, 23 yarder. I think it's Fairbairn who's their kicker. Let's see if he can make this. We've already hit our original stream goal of 5 likes. I usually have the goal around 5 likes. Fairbairn's kick is up, and it is good. So we will adjust the scoreboard. 10-0 first quarter lead for the Texans. Let's go ahead and flip the 1, and then we're going to go ahead and there we go. We're getting better at the board. Boom, it is 10-0 already Texans. But the Cardinals have not had the ball yet because of the kickoff fumble by Higgins, who has just really made mistake after mistake this year. Every time I see him, he is just making mistakes. So I don't know if he should take the kickoff anymore. I mean, Dortch, what's the problem with Dortch? Let's use Dortch a little bit more on the kickoffs. How about that? So since we have so much love in this chat and in this channel right now, I'm just feeling all the love from everybody, and everyone's been so awesome the last 2 days. We've gained 200. We just gained another subscriber. We gained 236 subscribers in the last 2 days or something crazy like that. Let's put our stream goal of likes today at 15 for the Cardinals game. 15 likes for the Cardinals game because it's totally free to like. And I'm not going to beg for money, but I might beg for 15 likes because I think that is pretty cool. And we got 6 people hanging out right now. So what's up, guys? Hope you're having a good day. We're on commercial break, so you're missing nothing right now. We are waiting for this game to come back so the Cardinals can maybe have a possession today where they actually have the football. That would be a really cool idea. Could the Cardinals have the football today? We're going to find out. We're still on break, though, so you're missing nothing. We have 7 likes in the live stream. Absolutely awesome. Thank you, guys. We have another vote for the Texans. That is fair. Don't blame anybody for voting for the Texans right now. I would totally do the same thing. Vote Texans all day long. The Cardinals are going to have to do some crazy stuff to win this game, and they're going to have to not do what they did on the first 2 drives, allowing a 2-play touchdown and then fumbling on the kickoff to give the ball right back in the red zone is not how you win a football game. They're going to need to do more than that. All right, we had a Fox commercial, meaning we're almost back from commercial break. That is awesome sauce. All right, let's take a look. We didn't really have any other stats to talk about on that second drive. Stroud tried to throw the ball once. It was not completed. Marks has 3 carries for 11 yards. CJ Stroud had a 1-yard carry, so it was not considered a sack because he did gain a yard. He was tackled a yard behind the line of scrimmage, but then fell a yard forward. So the Texans are in a really close spot in the wild card. They have the final wild card spot at the moment. So a loss today would be a big deal towards spoiling their run. And the team right behind them is the Indianapolis Colts with Phillip Rivers. Go Cards. Heck yeah, Danny. Go Cards, win or lose. Let's hope we don't fumble this kickoff. He fumbled the kickoff at the beginning. He picks it up, and he's going to carry this out to the 22-yard line. That was a second fumbled kickoff on 2 kickoffs so far. But go Cards anyway. We just need to find a guy who can actually hold the football. Let's find someone who can catch it and not drop it. That's a good idea. That was, who's that? Number 37. Probably doesn't play too much on the field. Probably just a special teams guy. They put in a different guy like I asked them to, and then he just fumbled the football as well. But the Cardinals have the ball for the first time today. And let's take a look at what's going to happen here. Jacoby Brissett under center on the first play of the Cardinals offensive drive here. Bam Knight's going to run into his own offensive line, and then he's going to lose 2 or 3 yards running east and west instead of north and south. Got to run north and south in football, or you will not gain any yardage. He basically ran from one sideline to the other and lost 2 yards on that play. We have 9 likes in the stream. Thank you to everybody who's liking the stream so it can get seen by more people. More people can hop in and watch the game with us. Looks like they're probably going to pass on this down. I would definitely pass if I were them. They're in the gun for 2nd and 12 here from the 20-yard line. Brissett looking to throw. Going to get this ball out quickly, and it is incomplete, intended for Wilson. Going to be 3rd and 12, and the Cardinals are going to try their best to not have a quick 3 and out here. This Texans defense has been really good this year, so that is the problem in today's game. I was hoping we could hold the offense in check a little bit, and, because it might be a little harder to score against this really good defense. But, here we are at the moment. We're dealt the cards we have, and we're losing by 10 already, so we need to figure this out. 3rd and 12. Brissett in the gun. 11-13 left in the first quarter. Brissett's going to look to throw. He's going to check this down to the running back, who's going to get absolutely blasted at the 15-yard line. And the Cardinals move 5 yards backwards on this possession and are going to have to quickly punt in 3 plays. He threw the ball to Bam Knight on a screen pass, and immediately Bam just got absolutely destroyed on that play. I'm just looking at it right now. Actually, that was DeMarcado who caught that football. That wasn't Bam Knight, but he got blasted regardless. So it is a 4th and 17. The Cardinals move 7 yards backwards on their first possession of the game. So they actually did worse than if they hadn't even gone on the field because they went 7 yards backwards. So right now they have -7 yards of total offense on the game, and they're punting the football to the Texans, and the ball goes out around the 45 of the Texans. Texans get great field position. All right, so Brissett already looks a little bit pissy. Yikes, just saw what happened on Red Zone, and I came here. How you feeling? Well, I'm trying my best to stay positive, but it's really hard to stay positive watching the Cardinals this season. I did have a few Cardinals fans say they would rather watch me because other Cardinals streamers have been so crazy angry and negative this year. So I'm trying my best to not lose it with 11 minutes left in the first quarter. But we're going to be streaming all day, so really appreciate you coming to hang out for a sec or coming to hang out for a little while. Yeah, this is probably the worst start the Cardinals could have possibly asked for right now. We're on commercial break, so you guys are missing nothing at the moment. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that every vote should go to the Texans right now on who's going to win this game, if we're being realistic right now. But I do appreciate the people who are showing fandom and hope in the Cardinals. We do have 3 votes for the Cardinals to win today. So I really appreciate you guys. We have 10 likes in the stream. Really appreciate that as well. We got about 10 people watching the stream with us as well. So love all you guys hanging out with me. The Cardinals quickly allowed a 2-play touchdown to start the game on a missed tackle, really easy catch and completion all the way to the end zone for Nico Collins, and then immediately fumbled on the kickoff in a really goofy looking fashion. The ball went like 10 feet in the air and then was caught by the Texans on the fumble. Then we held them to a field goal. That was the only good thing we've done so far in the game. And then our offense went out there and lost 7 yards. I'm not even going to pull up the stats on that drive because we lost 7 yards. That's all I know. Brissett has negative yards passing. Our rushing has negative yards as well with Bam Knight. And so everyone's lost yards. Let's just keep it at that. So far, we have not gained any yards. The Texans have gained almost 100. So we're going to see the Texans with the ball at the 45. And that's how we're feeling right now. Just to answer your question. To Ahid K-Dude. I hope that's your name. I hope I said that right. We got a new subscriber just now, though. 455 subscribers now on the channel. Big thank you. That is 2 subscribers so far during the live stream of the Cardinals game. We will be streaming the Broncos and Green Bay Packers. I know a lot of you are Tom Grossi fans, and you're going to be watching with him and Perna. That is a big deal for them. It's the bowl between Perna and between Tom Grossi. They hate each other today. They usually love each other, but they hate each other today. And hopefully you guys will come hang out with me for a little bit in that game as well. We will be watching that here. And then we'll be watching Sunday Night Football here as well. So we'll be doing this all day long. Got a lot of drinks ready. We are on tap for like a 9 to 10 hour streaming day, and we're going to hop out after the Cardinals game, come back like 15 minutes later or whenever this game is over. Then we're going to leave after the Broncos game for like an hour and come back for Sunday Night Football. So we will take breaks. All right, Stroud on 1st and 10, going to look to throw. He's going to throw down to the running back, Marks, who's going to gain about 8 yards on the little check down pass. Who do you got between Green Bay and the Broncos? I did pick the Broncos. I think the Broncos are going to win. I know I am also a Broncos fan. See the helmet behind me. I did pick the Broncos because I am a realistic fan, though. I'm not going to say a team's going to win if I don't think they're going to win. And I actually do think the Broncos are going to win today. I think it's going to be really close, but I think the Broncos are going to win. I got nothing against the Packers, though. I do think I'm going to take the Broncos today, though. But I am a realist. I will say if I think they're going to lose. I'm not just going to be a homer. I know I did pick the Cardinals today for the first time in like 6 weeks, but this isn't looking so good so far. Second play, handoff for a first down for about 3 yards. Texans got a first down on that one, and they're in Cardinals field position. They're on the Cardinals side of the field. Pulled up that kickoff replay since you mentioned it. You weren't kidding. It's pretty goofy. Yeah, the Cardinals have done a lot of goofy things this year, Gadriel. A lot of goofy things. They make it look really goofy pretty much all the time, everything that they're doing. There's a player down on the field for both teams right now, so we have a bit of a lull in the action while they are both getting checked on. I'll check the replay myself. I am a physical therapist, so I actually enjoy looking at the injuries to see if I can figure out what they were. Usually it's just a simple knee injury, sprained ankle, cramp, something like that, but they're going to commercial break during the injuries. If we get a replay, though, I'll try to see if I can diagnose what happened. But yeah, we got 9 people hanging out with us at the moment in the stream. Absolutely awesome. Thank you guys for the love and support. I got the Tom Grossi videos blowing up right now. I gained 100 subscribers during that stream because of all the awesome Tom Grossi people when I got Grossi during that live stream. Also, in the video I made after that, I've gained like 150 subs. Like, you guys are insane. Absolutely awesome. And I bet you a lot of you watching right now are part of that. So I just want to thank you guys for that right now. I believe my counter is telling me I just gained 456. So I just got to 456. So that dinger is about to go off again in any second now, which will be fun. Love hearing the noise. It's like a little Mario coin noise. It's a boo-doo, boo-doo. Is that the noise? Boo-doo. And we also got a new friend on the stream as well. His name is Derek, everybody. He dresses like SpongeBob. Nobody make him feel uncomfortable about it. Okay. He's an mentally unstable sponge. Okay. He's a long lost cousin of SpongeBob, and he doesn't want you just don't bring it up around him. Try to be quiet. He's very sensitive about it. Okay. So he's sitting over here because he was blocking the Cardinals helmet. We don't want to block the Cardinals helmet. That's bad luck. Even though the Cardinals themselves are bad luck this year. Just try not to say anything about his face. He's very self-conscious about his face. Isn't his face cute, guys? So cute. Please put Derek away. Derek, he doesn't mean that. Derek, the mentally unstable sponge, is going to be on the channel a little bit more, so we're going to have to be nice, okay? We're going to have to be nice. He's a little bit sensitive. And so are my eyeballs. We're coming back from commercial break here any second. Not missing anything right now. It's been a rough start for the Cardinals. Texans moving the ball. Love that. Please put Derek away. It's a really cold game in Chicago. What's going on around the league? That's another thing we can check on, all the other games. Patriots have a 7-0 lead on the Bills. Bengals 0-0. Eagles have a 7-0 lead on the Raiders. Chiefs have a 7-0 lead on the Chargers. Jaguars have a 14-0 lead on the Jets. And our game is back. Let's take a look. We got Stroud faking the handoff on first. First and 10. He's going to complete this pass. It's going to be about a 9-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Texans. That was completed to Schultz. Let's take a look at the injury here. They're actually showing it real quickly. Yeah. Ooh, rolls up the ankle. Yep. See that a lot in football. His left ankle got rolled up on, and that was Marks. Huh. Yeah, Marks and Simon got hurt on that play. Simon for the Cardinals, Marks for the Texans. Handoff spin move on second down is going to go nowhere, but he did a good job trying to get some yardage on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Texans. They're showing the play where the Eagles scored here. It was a weird little trick play, and it was Goddard who gets the touchdown. He did shoot the ball through the upright, so he'll probably get flagged for that. But hey, let him have fun in the celebrations. Let people have fun. Quit being a freaking loser and not letting teams celebrate when they score touchdowns. Yeah, I'm a bit north of Chicago and did a beer run. It's 6 degrees. I feel you, man. I live in Denver. Right now, it's not bad at all in Denver, but like there's like a couple weeks every winter where it gets to -10 wind chill, -20. And yeah, that's an experience. And as a quarterback sneak for the first down for CJ Stroud, and the Texans moving the ball again. Nico Collins coming back out onto the field. Marks is also back out there, so his ankle's probably feeling good. They just wrapped that sucker up in tape and said, "Go back out there, dude." The tape really does only it's only a placebo hardly. It like barely provides that feeling of stability to help you feel like your ankle is supported, but doesn't do too much more than that. But he seems like he's fine. 1st and 10, Stroud's going to look to throw. He's going to try to check this down, and actually he's going to throw deep. And it is caught, but I think he's out of bounds. They're calling it a touchdown at the moment, though. He was out of bounds to me. He only had 1 foot in. I don't think that's a touchdown. There's a flag on the field as well. First flag of the day, I think. No flags hardly at all have happened today. They're calling pass interference on the defense. So it's not really going to matter. That happened in the end zone. They're going to get the ball at the 1 probably. If I know my rules in any way, it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1 since the play occurred in the end zone. Yeah, Schultz was going up for this football. He had 1 foot in bounds. That was a catch in college. Number 21, Williams, goes and puts his hands all up in his face and on his face mask and then pushes him out of bounds. I didn't know if that was too much contact, though, but the hands to the face might have done it, if not anything else. All right. Do you think the GOAT, Phillip Rivers, is going to carry the Colts to a ring? I sure hope so. The Cardinals season is over, so let's do some fun stuff like that. Let's have Phillip Rivers do some stuff. First play for the Colts is going to go backwards 1 yard. They're going to have the ball at the 2 for 2nd and goal. And they're going to try to get this touchdown and make it 17-0 early in a 3-possession lead for the Texans. Let's see if they can do it. Or can the Cardinals have a goal line stand? They did one a second ago. Let's see if they can do it again. Yeah, I want Phillip Rivers to win today. I want them to beat the Seahawks. I want this to be a great story. I hope. I saw him throwing in practice. It didn't look too great to me, but we'll see what happens. 2nd and goal, a direct snap to the running back. He's going to try to run this sucker in. He's not going to get it done, and it's going to be 3rd and goal. Cardinals doing a little bit of a defensive stand all of a sudden, and that was Mustafar. For all you Star Wars fans out there, Mustafar. His name is not Mustafar, it's Mustafar. And hopefully he can harness the Sith within him to get this stop. D tackles, man. Let's go. Let's plug the holes up. CJ Stroud, 3rd and goal. He's under center. No tricks here. They look like they're just going to try to run this ball to the right side. This ball is actually a direct snap to the running back. A weird play where it looked like maybe CJ Stroud did not know what happened. This is a touchdown for Woody Marks and the Texans. What the heck was that play? That was crazy. You guys are going to have to look this play up. CJ Stroud was looking to take the snap, and he didn't get it. It hit him right in the butt cheeks. It bounces backwards. Marks catches it before it hits the ground, and then he dives into the end zone over the heads of the defenders. I don't think they knew what happened either. It looked like a broken play. Stroud didn't even recover this football. He muffed the snap. It flew backwards, hit him in the butt cheeks. Marks catches it on a line drive and then jumps over everybody. That was a crazy-looking touchdown. That was the weirdest play I've ever seen, but it worked for the Texans, and they somehow scored a touchdown on it. Another Looney Tunes-style play in this game. Another Looney Tunes-style goal. You know the real depressing thing before I look at the chat again? The real depressing thing watching the Cardinals over the last, whole year, as we got 2 more subscribers, 457. That is 4 subscribers on the stream. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. The depressing thing about watching the Cardinals this season is really, honestly, just how Looney Tune-like all of the games have been with the losses. Also, all of the close, depressing losses. Also, the last couple of weeks, it looks like the teams that we're playing show up and are just kind of like yeah, we're gonna win. So that's how that's gonna go. Like they don't even seem like they care. Like that's the real depressing part. They don't seem like they give a rat's ass about the game. They come in, they're like, we have to play the Cardinals, and then they just win really easily and go home. That's the sad part. Like they just showed the Texans coach on the sideline before the commercial break just started, which we are on commercial break. You're missing nothing right now. They showed the coach on the sidelines. They're just standing there, kind of like, they don't care. They know they're going to win, and that's the sad part. They don't even have they're not sweating at all. They don't feel like they're going to win. I mean, they don't feel like they're going to lose at all. They just think that they expect to win. And right now we're showing them that they probably will. Let's go ahead and update the score real quick. Where is it at? Where is it at? 17. We got 13 people hanging out with us and 13 likes on the stream. Thank you so much for everybody who's hanging out with us right now. Let's see. Where's our last chat? Toro is getting inducted into the Mascot Hall of Fame tonight. That's awesome. He seems like a pretty cool mascot. I don't know much about Toro, but is he one of those guys that like rappels in from the ceiling? Does he do anything fun or cool like that? I know like the Phoenix Suns mascot is really cool. The Cardinal is pretty cool looking, but he doesn't do much but stand there as far as what I've seen. I know Baxter for the Diamondbacks is a really cool mascot. Love that guy. I actually got to meet that guy. He's really cool. Also, congrats on the Grossi raid. I can tell you've grown a lot in views and substance. And Brotato, what's up, dude? This game is going to need an intense rant. Yeah, dude, man, I might make an intense rant, but I'm going to try to keep it civil in the stream itself, and I'll save my rant for afterwards for those of you who want to watch it. But those of you who don't want to watch me rant and you want to watch me have zen and serenity now, let's watch it. Let's watch it right now. I'm trying my best to hold it together. It's hard when you're watching this team, but I'm going to try my best to keep it level-headed like I'm a broadcaster in the booth and just call the plays as best I can. It is 17-0 right now, though. Did I flip it wrong? No, it is 17. I didn't want to have it as 71, even though people might believe that if they hop in the stream. They might see 71-0 and be like, oh, seems legit, and then head out. Rotato Crisp, you're still the OG. I'm just letting you know. You're the OG. I got raided by Grossi. Got all these new amazing people on the channel, but you're the OG, dude. Kickoff is in the air. We are back from commercial break. It's going to be caught this time for the first. That's one of 3 catches for the Cardinals on the kickoff, and it's taken out to the 28-yard line where the Cardinals will start only their second drive of the day, and they've moved -7 yards so far today total, which is absolutely ridiculous and a crazy stat. So we're going to see if they can do maybe get a yard. Our goal for this drive, everybody, in the chat is to get 1 yard of total offense, which means we have to get 8 yards. I want 1 yard of total offense. That's what I want to see. All right. I want to see a touchdown, obviously, but I want to at least see us get not -7 yards of offense by the end of the first quarter. All right, let's do this thing. Brissett under center. Going to fake the handoff. He's going to look to throw, which we should do for the rest of the game. He's going to check this to McBride. McBride is going to punch through and get 8 yards. All right, let's see. I'm a believer. Let's go. Let's go, Cards. Absolutely, KC. Let's go, Cards. Will the Cardinals finish the game with negative yards? That won't happen. But man, would it be crazy if it did. They just got 8 yards, so now they have 1 yard of total offense. So we hit our goal already, and now we need to get some freaking points. Let's get some damn points, Cardinals. Cardinals in the I formation, 2nd and 2. Brissett looks like going to be a handoff. It's going to be a handoff. Looks like it's Carter this time, and Carter should get the ball more because he just gained 6 yards, and that's going to be a first down. The first down of the game for the Cardinals. We're so back, baby. We are so back. Oh, my goodness. This game is over. We got the Texans right where we want them right now. Heck yeah. All right. Yeah, there is go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Michael Carter needs to touch the ball more. If I see that that's the only carry later, he needs to not be. He needs to be in more than Bam Knight. That's my opinion, personally. Yeah, first down, Cardinals. Let's go. First down of the game. See if we can get this ball moving. Looks like it's going to be a fake handoff on 1st and 10. A quick throw out to, I don't know who that is, maybe the fullback. And that's going to be half a yard for Brown. I believe he may be a backup. I don't even know who that guy is. I can't believe I don't know who that guy is. Let's just take a look real quick. His name is Brown. This is my first year doing this, so I don't know everybody like the back of my hand. like the backups and the backups. I'm like, who is this? It's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Arizona Cardinals. They're near midfield right now, trying to move this football at the 45-yard line. Brissett's going to fake the handoff. He is going to quickly check this one down on a screen to McBride, who is going to break a couple tackles. He breaks 3 tackles. He's at the 40-yard line all the way down to the 39 of the Texans, and he has a big, mighty roar once he gets there. First down, Arizona Cardinals. And man, we need more players like him in the draft this season. Next year. It's technically almost next year. We need more players like him in the draft. That was a good play. Broke 3 tackles, then busted his face into the 4th guy and got all the way to the 39 of the Texans. So we're moving the ball on the edge of field goal range right now. Let's see what we can make happen. Handoff on 1st and 10. Looks like we got a speedster in there again. That might be Carter once again. And it is absolutely 8-yard gain on 1st and 10 for Carter. We should have been having him be the starting running back in the last few weeks, I feel like. I really think it would have been better. Things would have gone better, in my opinion. Yeah, Trey McBride, if he gets those 5 catches, he will have the record for the most games in a row with 5 catches for a tight end in the NFL. So let's hope that that happens today for him. I would love for that to happen for him today. Jacoby Brissett, it is 2nd and 2 from the 32 roughly. Brissett has pressure. He's going to avoid it. He's going to throw incomplete, intended for DeMercado, who is doing pretty well as a pass catching back this year a couple times when he's been needed. But not that time. No catch. That was a bit of a dangerous throw, though. The defender, if that was on target, might have had a pick on that one. All right, yeah, come on, McBride. I'm with you, KC. I'm with you. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Cardinals losing big time so far. Can they get any points on the board to make this score more respectable? That is a timeout called before the play. Who is it that called the timeout? First timeout for the Cardinals. Must not have liked the play they saw. So right now we have a quick timeout. Let's see what's going on there. Yeah, it's okay. I'm good. We got this, Cardinals fans. Texans fans, welcome in too if you're here for the game. Happy to have anyone here from any team. Because we're Cardinals fans, and we're just like super chill like that. Our team's not good enough for us to be mad at anybody this year or be a rival with anybody this year. So we're happy to have anybody hanging out with us. Cardinals looking like they have an idea of what play they want to call. Hopefully after the timeout, they call up a pretty damn good play. Hopefully they have a good idea. They're in the gun this time. Going to be a halfback draw to Carter, and Carter is going to scramble his way for a first down, 3-yard gain. That is a Cardinals first down. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Perfect calling. Appreciate it, man. I bet this is only like my 6th or 7th Cardinals game I've streamed ever in my life. So I'm trying my best. You know, all that time talking to myself while I'm watching the games, pretending I'm a broadcaster is paying off when I was 7. And now it's paying off live right now. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Looks like they're going to do a handoff here. It's the 28-yard line where they are currently at. It is 1st and 10. I would assume they're going to hand off here, but they've been doing a lot of fake handoffs. Let's see. They are going to hand it off. Perfect. Hand off to Carter. He's going to get 5 yards on this play. It's going to be half of what they need for a first down. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Do you have any hope for next season like with the draft? It depends on what we do. The quarterback class isn't looking too exciting this year for the Cardinals. The quarterback draft class isn't looking that great. So there's like maybe 2 or 3 quarterbacks that are going to be possibly decent. So it depends on who we get. We need to get O-line, a lot of O-line. Need to maybe shore up a couple spots on the defense as well. It is 2nd and 5 for Arizona. Jacoby under center quickly throws another screen. This is also to McBride, who is going to try to break a tackle, but isn't able to break it, but he falls forward for another Cardinals first down. I'm here for now for every show. Thanks, man. Absolutely, KC. Love it. If you want to hang out with me all day, I'll be doing Broncos Packers next, and then the Sunday Night Football after that. Doing great. Thank you, Luis. Appreciate it. Or Lewis. I was in Arizona where everyone with that name was Luis. So if you are Lewis, Actually, Luis Lugo Martinez. You are Luis. Perfect. Want to make sure I get your name right. I don't want to call you Luis if you're Luis. All right, Brissett looking to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to complete this pass down to the 2-yard line. McBride is eating right now. And that is another Cardinals first down. And we have the ball at the 2-yard line, threatening to score. Slow and steady. I'm with you, Casey. Feels like O-line might be a focus for a bunch of teams this draft. Yeah, we're going to have a high draft pick, and we need to use that first draft pick on an O-line. I think there was a Miami O-lineman that was rumored to be drafted by the Cardinals first round. If they have brains, we got to get an O-line. I don't care who the quarterback is next year. Even an average QB can do well. We are at the end of the first quarter here, so that will go to commercial break. You're missing nothing. We're going to commercial break, but let me continue about the draft. The Cardinals need to go O-line heavy for this draft, and it needs to be quick. I mean, you can have an average quarterback with a good O-line play really, really good, but you can have a really good quarterback suck with a crappy O-line. Just look at Joe Burrow. He wants to retire right now. Guy doesn't even want to play NFL football anymore. He's freaking depressed. He is so sick and tired of playing football because he keeps getting hurt nonstop because he has no O-line. Can we pull some veterans from other teams? I'd love to. I just don't feel like our ownership or our GM will want to do it. We don't ever make any moves, really, hardly. We don't make enough moves. We got Campbell. We got Sweat this year. I mean, but most of the time, we don't make many moves. Got to go with Tom for the Packers game. Sorry, man. No worries, man. No worries. Tom's been doing this for 11 years. He deserves it. And it's the Perna Grassi Bowl. Absolutely. The Perna Grassi Bowl is like the biggest game of the year for them. They're going to be hating each other the whole time against each other. It's like the Super Bowl for those two guys, unless they face off in the Super Bowl, which their teams could do this year. The Packers and the Broncos could make the Super Bowl. Still on commercial break right now here. We have 16 likes on the stream, so we already hit our goal of 15 likes on the stream already. That's absolutely insane. We've gotten 4 subs already, which is crazy as well. Man, super blessed. Really appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I don't mind if you go watch Tom Grassi when you're watching the Packers game. He's absolutely a fun guy to watch. He's got all the cool graphics too and everything. Yeah, if you want to come in and say hi for a minute, I would absolutely love to say hi to you. But definitely not worried at all about you watching someone else's stream like Tom Grassi's, who's like the best NFL streamer there is. I think I'm calling it, he's the GOAT of streamers for NFL. We're almost back from commercial break here, and we will see if the Cardinals can get on the board. We have a Fox commercial here, so almost there. Anything crazy going on around the NFL? Eagles have a 10-0 lead. Bengals and Ravens still zeros. Our game's a blowout so far. Chiefs 7, Chargers 3. That's close. Patriots have a 14-0 lead on the Bills. I picked the Patriots to win. I'm happy about that right now. Jaguars 21, Jets 7. Commanders 10, Giants 0. Bears 14, Browns 0. Wow, they're playing well in the cold. Good for them. Good for the Bears. They're having such an up year. You know, I just like rooting for teams that are, have been bad for so long, and the Bears are one of those teams this year. I formation for the Cardinals, 1st and goal. We're back from commercial break at the 2-yard line, and it looks like it's going to be a fake handoff rolling out. It's going to be caught by the fullback, but no gain. That's the guy who got it last time, who I didn't know who it was. I think it's the fullback, Brown or something like that. He caught it. It's at the 2-yard line still. Got hit immediately by the defense on that play. He's not really the elusive guy I'd try to get the ball to in that situation. All right, 2nd and goal for the Cardinals. They're still in that big, heavy set I formation. So many people. McBride are in motion. Hand off to Carter, who is going to get met at the line of scrimmage. He tries to fight his way forward, but he gets maybe half a yard. It is 3rd and goal, and the Cardinals need to figure out how to get a touchdown in the red zone. That's what they need to do right now. I'm watching and I found you from Tom. It says grocery, but I know what you're talking about. Tom Grassi. Happy to have you here. I saw your comment on my channel earlier. Really happy to have you here. I recognize people, okay? Just like Tom does. Happy to have all of you here. Gadriel, what did you think of the Cards rivalry jerseys this year? I think they're sick. Some people said they look like a tortilla, but I'm also a Texas Tech fan, so I love that even more. I love the rivalry jerseys this year for the Cardinals. Looking to throw on third down, throw to the end zone, and that is going to be a Cardinals touchdown to who? You guys want to guess who it is? Trey McBride once again. He's gotten all the catches today, and the Cardinals are on the board. All right, let's get this thing flipped over. Let's see. I'm assuming we're going to make that extra point, but let me just hold the number just in case. Just hold the number. It's at 6 right now. We're going to see if it flips to 7 here any second now. McBride is a beast. It will never change. That guy is a freaking beast. Top 2 tight end in the entire NFL. I'd say he's the best one because Kelsey's getting old. Yeah, no, he's the best one. I'm calling it. Best tight end in the NFL. Kick is up, and it is good for Ryland. So the Cardinals are on the board. This game is not dead. The defense just has to hold up. Okay, let's see here. Whoever we get for QB has to be taller than Murray. I believe so. Yeah, Murray's as tall as me, and I'm 5'10". Wait, is Murray shorter than me? Was Murray 5'8"? I think Murray's 5'8" or 5'10". They might have like pumped it up a couple inches to make it not look so embarrassing, though. Really was hoping the Raider would win because it would be funny. Yeah, let's see. Playing the Eagles. I thought the Raiders might win. They have Pickett playing, so I thought they might win this game against the Eagles. The Eagles offense has been looking really bad, so I didn't know. I thought maybe they could do it. They're only losing by 10. It's not over yet. A lot of time left in that. We'll see what happens there. It would be funny if the Raiders did win, though. Let's go Chiefs. Chiefs. Yeah, that's funny. I got a lot of Chiefs fans in my life. I'm also a Patrick Mahomes fan because I went to Texas Tech. Not going to try to say that too many times in this stream. But I also don't want KC to win anymore. They've won plenty. They've won enough, guys. We don't need the Chiefs to win anymore. If you're a Chiefs fan, again, my best friend at work is a Chiefs fan. My best friend from physical therapy school is a Chiefs fan. And so I'm around Chiefs fans all the time. So I have no problem with them. But I don't want them to win any more Super Bowls right now. They've won enough. What's your fave jersey? My favorite jersey right now is the black, that crisp black with that black helmet. That when they changed to the black helmet, that's so cool too. But I like really all the Cardinals jerseys. I just kind of wish that they would mix and match and not be so mono colored all the time. The red on the red looks a little bit dumb sometimes to me, even though it does look pretty nice sometimes. It's kind of bland. You could do some red and some white. You could do some white and some red. We could mix it up. That's one thing I loved about Cliff Kingsbury. He had some style. He helped us change our jerseys. And then he started mixing and matching. We would have white jerseys, red pants. We did some crazy stuff when we were with him. Like we went from this basic, we're doing the same thing every week to being like, we're wearing some sick ass jerseys every single week. You didn't like the rivalry jersey. They looked like they went mudding in the jersey and didn't wash it. Yeah, that's the little brown dots they had on there. I thought they were pretty clean. I also love the helmet. But yeah, it does look like either a tortilla or like they got dirty before the game started. Sad Tucker Kraft noises. Oh yeah, Tucker Kraft, man, has having a breakout season. He's not that tall. It's never enough. How do I do super chat for you? You can do super chats for me once I unlock monetization for my channel. I do not have that yet. I have to hit 3,000 watch hours and 500 subscribers. We're almost at the 500 subs because of how amazing everyone's been the last couple of days. But we need to hit 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. And right now I'm at about 1,100 watch hours on my channel. So all about those watch hours right now. Once I hit that, I can unlock super chats. Then once we get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, I can get fully monetized on my channel. But it's all about that. Kickoff is up and it's a touchback. You like the white and red? Nice, nice. Yeah, no worries, Casey. Happy to have you here. Yeah, no, we are riding free with no super chats until we get those watch hours, which is great. That's why I'm trying to stream a lot to get as much as possible. But I'm getting a lot of my videos as well. Stroud's going to fake the handoff on first down. He's going to throw this to Collins up the middle, and he is off again. He's going to get all the way to the 36 of the Cardinals on the very first play of the drive for the Texans. And they are already in field goal range. But hey, we're not too sad about that because we just got another subscriber. Thank you so much for whoever subscribed. Really happy to have you here. Really bad first play by the Cardinals defense here. Number 30 got absolutely beat. Is that Hall? Is that his last name? Definitely one of the guys in for one of the injured players. he ran into I believe that's Johnson, and he wasn't even guarding anybody on the play. That was a blown coverage. Illegal formation offense. That was a late flag. There was no flag on the field. They just threw that out of nowhere. 5-yard penalty, replay, first down. Okay, so this whole play is going to back up, actually. This whole thing's going to back up. Yeah, just so you have an idea, KC, of how, since we've had a lot of viewers this stream so far, let's just take a look. We've had 159 total people come hang out with us, and we have 6.4 total watch hours so far in this stream. So really appreciate that, everybody. But yeah, that's just an idea of it takes a little while to grow. But I've only been doing this for 3 months, so that's the reason why I can't do super chats yet. There's 13 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. It is 17-7, and Nico Collins almost had 2 catches for like insane amounts of yards. Looking to throw, 1st and 15, another catch up the middle. Really bad defense in the middle of the field today. That's a 12-yard gain. Or actually, it's a 17-yard gain because it was 1st and 15. That is Hutchinson on the grab for a first down for the Texans. They're near midfield right now. I don't know if you would ever want to, but would you ever want to do a predictions or power rankings video? I sometimes have made the predictions video. I actually did that at the beginning of the live stream today instead. The power rankings are so difficult to make, and they take a long time. And I also just, it takes a long time to analyze and really think about, like, who do I think is the power ranking. First carry of this set on downs is going to go 8 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 2 for Marks. Patriots are showing the Drake May rushing touchdown. That's not Tom Brady. The new Tom Brady's fast, guys. That is hilarious. Love it. Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to, in the next year or two, going to definitely be doing power rankings and predictions videos. I've done a few predictions videos this year, but sometimes I'm too busy with my job to do all of the videos. I'm trying to do as many videos as I can right now, though. First down for the Texans on that carry is going to go about 6 yards for Marks. It is out to the 39-yard line. Texans first down. Super glad Tom shouted you out. Thank you, Casey. I appreciate that. I want to be the best. I want to be the authority on Arizona sports on YouTube. This channel will be Cardinals. My second channel will be Diamondbacks. I'm going to create that one and start putting some baseball content on there. I just don't want to cloud it up with baseball and football content on the same channel. This will be my football one. 1st and 10 for the Texans. Going to be a handoff again. They're just keeping it simple right now. They're going to get about 3 yards on the first carry, but there is a flag, so this may be backing up. We can beep, 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 straight back. See if it's holding. Buda Baker's limping lightly, but he's probably fine. He's a tough guy. Holding, that's a 10-yard penalty. Is still first down. That helps us out quite a bit. You would enjoy seeing my opinions? Well, I appreciate that. I've been watching sports my whole life. I feel like I know at least a little bit about what I'm talking about. And I watch like nearly every game, so I feel like that also helps get an idea of how things are going. I know a lot about baseball, dude. Baseball is my favorite sport. Football right behind it. I know a lot about these two sports. That's why I'm making channels about both these sports. And I'm a diehard Diamondbacks fan, so I'm going to talk about them a lot this year and stream their games as well on Kinda Askew Sports 2 when I make that channel. 1st and 20. A draw play to the running back is going to go for 1 yard, and it's going to be 2nd and 19. The Texans' drive may stall out here. The Cardinals may be able to hold them and stall out this drive. That would be absolutely amazing. Let's go defense. That makes sense. Come on, Buddha. Your enthusiasm is fantastic. Appreciate it, man. I'm trying not to be negative. The Cardinals have had a rough year a lot of the time over the last 2 decades, so got to stay as positive as you can, except for when I make if I make a rage video, I'm going to do it after the game so that you can choose to watch it if you want, so I can point out all the flaws. But I already made a couple rage videos at the Cardinals this year. 2nd and 19, Stroud's going to throw it. He's going to complete it. Look to 81. Is that Hutchinson again? It's Higgins. Higgins is 81. And that's going to be a 5 or 6 yard gain. Going to be a long 3rd down for the Texans here. Yeah, I've made a couple rant videos for the Cardinals this year when I was actually like pretty frustrated with the effort they were putting in, and I was just calling some things out which I will do from time to time, but I feel like there's no need to beat a dead horse. I did it last week after that horrible loss, and I'm not probably going to do it this week because, like, I've already said all I need to say. The team's not showing as much effort as they should. There we go. Stroud on third down. He's going to try to scramble, going to get about 5 or 6, but that's not enough for a first down, and he's a little frustrated right now. It's going to be a field goal opportunity probably for them. It's going to be a pretty long one, though, for Fairbairn, who's had a little bit of issues sometimes this year, so this is not a gimme. Not a gimme kick for him by any means. I'm scared of the Dodgers, man. They keep getting scarier with the power of unlimited money. Yeah, deferring $2 billion on a Ohtani contract will do that to you. Let's see. 55-yarder for Fairbairn. He made a 30-yarder earlier, but those are easy for NFL kickers. This one is up, and it is good, though. So the Texans are going to get even further in front. Let's see if we have the numbers in the correct spot, and we will advance the scoreboard for the Texans, even though we don't want to. Oh, not 2. I did the wrong number. That's embarrassing. There you go. All right. There's the score after the field goal went in. Cardinals will get the ball back, and let's see what's going on around the NFL. Actually, let's check up on the chat real quick. Just make sure we didn't have anything else. Yeah, the Dodgers, man, the D-backs always have a little bit of that, a little bit of that snake bit to the Dodgers, though. We always have their number a little bit. We can always pretty much split games with them. We didn't win the season series last year because we blew it on one game specifically that I'm thinking about. Otherwise, we would have won more games against them than we lost last year. I think we always have their number a little bit. Impromptu meeting at quarterback. Cards so beat up physically, it's not even fair. There you go. Dang it. Yeah, looking at all the inactives today for the Cardinals, there's basically the entire defense out for the Cardinals right now. It's insane how many defenders they're losing. So seeing the defense play really badly right now is kind of expected just because of how bad they're injured right now. There's so many injuries for the Cardinals up and down the lineup. It's actually insane. They're loaded with injuries. There were like 5 or 6 guys that are starters out today for the defense. I don't even know if Walter Nolan ended up playing. He was questionable for the game. It looks like they were showing that the other defensive tackle we hadn't heard, Mustafa or something like that. For those of you Star Wars fans, like I said earlier, that guy might be in for Walter Nolan, so I'm not sure. There's a lot of injuries, though. We're on commercial break right now, so nobody's missing anything. I am doing the play-by-play in this game. If you want to hear what's happening, you don't have to listen to the radio or anything else. You can hear it from me. I'm going through every play, and we are missing nothing right now. We're watching dumb iPhone commercials. You're a Brewers fan, so pretty salty at the Dodgers. Yeah, dude, the Brewers have had some bad luck in the playoffs, but they had an elite team this year. Let's see. I know the D-backs in our miracle run beat the Brewers in the first round of in the wild card round 2 years ago when we won the National League Championship. I always feel bad, though, beating the Brewers. I'm like, you're in the first round. You had a better year than us. And then if we beat you, I'm like, damn, dude, the Brewers sometimes can't get out of the first round. They can't get out of their own way. Like, come on, guys. And then this year they went – this was a much better year for them. They went much further this year, though. To your credit. I guess if you're a Green Bay fan, that does make sense. I never think about the Brewers and think if you're a Packers fan, you're also a Brewers fan probably because you're in Wisconsin, right? But that is probably the likely baseball team for you guys because they're in Milwaukee. 9 minutes left in the second quarter. We're waiting for Fairbairn to boot this ball. Bucks fan, yes. Yeah, so you guys, the Suns had a 2-0 lead on you guys in that one championship, and then you guys won 4 straight on us. Still hurts me to this day. Kickoff is taken by Brooks. He's going to carry it out to the 29 and get tackled. Cardinals will start with the drive there on the right hash. Oh, we got another subscriber. It just dinged. That noise makes me happy. I got that Spidey sense tingly feeling every single time it goes off. We got 459 subs now. That is 5 subscribers in today's stream. Subscribing is free. Liking is free. So please hit that button if you would like to watch football videos on my channel. Trey McBride has 5 catches on 5 targets, and he has now broken the record. He has 47 yards and a touchdown. He has now broken the record for most receptions by a tight end. Most 5-catch games for a tight end. Really, that was a mouthful. Catch on first down is 3 yards for the Arizona Cardinals. It's going to be second and roughly 7 for them. If Giannis gets traded, I might stop being a Bucks fan. That would be rough. That would be rough. Do you guys still? No, Lillard left already, right? Did he go back to Portland? I don't follow the NBA as much as I follow other stuff, so I may not know as much at all. My bro is a White Sox and Blackhawks fan, but I refuse to cheer for a Chicago team. I get it, man. I get it. All right, handoff on second down. Carter's getting a lot of usage today. He's going to get 3 or 4. He's getting spun around, and he's going to go down. It's going to be a third and short. See if the Cardinals cannot punt it immediately again. We got to get a first down here. 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Don't give the Texans the ball back. You need points. Yeah, most of your good players are gone besides Giannis. So if Giannis leaves, at least you have that championship, dude. You have a championship. Suns still have 0. 3rd and 3. Arizona Cardinals. Jacoby Brissett in the gun. Carter is out to his right. And we have a... Looks like Wilson is in motion. The throw is not complete to Wilson. Ball was too far, too wide, and too out of bounds for Wilson to catch that ball. If he had put it on his numbers, though, that would have been a first down because he had the guy beat by a step. And the Cardinals are going to have to punt this football away. Big bummer on this drive. Michael Wilson has 0 catches today. I started him in fantasy on my football team, and I am in the losers bracket. If I lose, I'm going to have to go to a Waffle House for 24 hours or go to a bar for 24 hours, and every shot I take takes an hour off of my time. And I would really like to not lose, so I need Michael Wilson to have more than 0 catches today because he's been my best player over the last couple weeks. Catch on the punt is going to be taken out to the 22-yard line for the Texans, and that's where they will start on their next possession, but it looks like we're going to head to commercial again. Don't worry, guys. We're not headed to commercial, though. We don't do that. We also don't ask for your money here. So everyone just come hang out while we watch. I'll watch the commercials. You guys don't have to. Commercials suck. I know commercials suck, and they're horrible. Let's see what the chat's saying. Yeah, most of our good players are gone. Yes, I guess Wisconsin sports fans are kind of lucky with sports and success. Hey, Green Bay, yeah, you got Green Bay Packers. The Brewers are really your most struggling team because you got the championship with the Bucks. You got a lot of victories, a lot of championships with the Packers. And you had Brett Favre. Then you got to experience Aaron Rodgers. You've had it really good. They know how to get quarterbacks there. Now you got Love. And, I mean, you guys always just have another quarterback reared up and ready to go. We just don't talk about the 70s and 80s. Cards have lost some tough one score. I wasn't old enough to know what happened in the 70s and 80s. I was born in 94. The Cards have lost some tough one-score games this year. Do you think it's more a coaching problem, play caller problem, or athletic problem? I think that the Cardinals don't have the ability to win those one-score games. They're just making too many mistakes. They don't have that killer instinct. They don't have enough super athletic, amazing players that can go win you the game when it matters most, in my opinion. They don't have enough of that, like, I'm going to go win us the game like Trey McBride would. And Trey McBride gets double covered, and then you can't go to anyone else because no one else is going to win the game for you. That's just how it feels right now. Still on commercial break at the moment. Looks like we're headed back shortly, though. Every commercial break is usually about 2 minutes. Yeah, all the one-score games, there were some that weren't our fault. There were some that were just last-second field goals. You do as much as you can to try to win, and then you lose them still. And then there were some where we shot ourselves in the foot so much that we deserved to lose. We just basically wanted to lose. Like the Bucks game, we should have won that game against the Bucks. We wanted to lose that game, and we figured out a way to do it. Every other game, though, yeah, I don't know. It's just we're missing 1 or 2 players to just go win that game for us. We were missing that Larry Fitzgerald. Go make that big catch. We're missing the QB to help us get that done. Brissett's looked really good, but we're missing like 1 level higher of QB. You agree? Perfect. Great minds think alike. So the Texans are showing right now have a 5-game winning streak, and 4 of those wins are by one score, less than one score, actually, it says, which is crazy because the Cardinals have done the opposite this year. They've lost 7 games by 4 or less points. CJ Stroud and the Texans starting with the ball at the 21. They're going to hand this ball from the gun to Marks, who is actually going to lose a yard here. The interior defense has been much better today for the Cardinals than it was last week. It's been much better than the secondary, which has really struggled today. From 1970 to 1990, the Packers went over 500 a total of 3 times. Dang. Yeah, that seems more familiar to me. That's more familiar to what I'm used to with the Cardinals here. Hope we can get some trades with the experience that will pump up the team. Yeah, for sure. For sure. We need some veterans, but we also need some young guns who have some major athleticism. Catch on. 2nd and 10 is going to go for 4 or 5 yards. They're going to get about half of what they need with Schultz, and they're going to have a medium 3rd down here. Texans, yeah, 3rd and 6 for the Texans. 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Yeah, I think we need some trades, some talented people added to the team. Obviously, some veteran experience, people who know how to win in this league so that we can actually have them tell other people what it's like to win in this league and help them out with that. 3rd and 6. Stroud is moving the running back to the right side instead of the left in a motion. He's going to take the snap. Looking to throw. Can't find anybody. He's going to complete a pass now suddenly up the middle to Schultz, and that is a 1st down Texans. Got a 15-yard gain on that one. They're almost to midfield now. I don't know who the coaches are or who the GM is for the Cards, but do you think it's time for some firings? Yeah, I thought it was time about 4 weeks ago. I thought the coaching staff at least. I don't know, the GM maybe, but the GM was kind of a package deal with Gannon, so kind of the whole group needs to probably go. I thought after the blowout loss to the Seahawks and Niners back-to-back weeks that everyone should have been cleaned. They should have cleaned the whole house. 1st and 10 for the Texans, 3-yard gain. And that is Jordan getting him involved a little bit in this game. I don't know where Nick Chubb went for the Texans. Where did he run off to? Woody Marks is getting checked out in the blue tent. Again, his ankle. He's trying to do some jumping jacks, just lower body jumping jacks, trying to get that stability checked out on his ankle right now. What happened to Nick Chubb? That guy was doing pretty decent for the Texans, and all of a sudden they're not even using him anymore. Yeah, I think it's time for the Cardinals coaching staff. They should have been fired 3 or 4 weeks ago. All right, 2nd and 7. Throw out is going to be completed on the flat, and it's going to be a 9-yard gain for a 1st down for the Texans. So the Texans matriculating the ball downfield right now. Pretty simple plays in the flat. Nobody was really there to defend him. So a little bit of a bummer on that one. It is 1st and 10 for the Texans. They're staying in the gun right now. They're not really moving into any of the under center things, and they're going to hand this off from the gun again to the running back. That's going to go for about 3 or 4 again. About a 3-yard gain again. This Jordan again with the football. This is at the start of the year, the 3rd string running back. If Mixon was in, he'd be on the practice squad, but he's getting carries now for the Texans here. We've had 211 people come hang out with us total on the stream today. We have 10 watch hours, so appreciate all of you. You guys are awesome. And I'm happy I got grossified, so all of you could come hang out with me. I know that a lot of guys who get, who are this little, I spent a lot of money on this is all I'm trying to say. Oh, man, completed pass on 2nd and 7 is going to go for about 15 again. It's just the same pattern for the Texans this whole drive. A 3-yard run, 10-yard pass, 3-yard run, 15-yard pass. That's kind of what they're doing the whole way. Schultz is having quite a game right now. Texans are at about the 30 of the Cardinals right now. Hit that like button. Thank you so much, Warhorse Gaming. What is your Warhorse Gaming? What's your favorite game? I play games all the time. Love games. Hoping to give you those watch hours and give you some moolah. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Much love, dude. That's the goal at the end of the day, to first have fun. Catching the flat is caught. It's going to be about another 15-yard gain for the Texans, and they are in the red zone. Ogu. Not even going to try to say that guy's name, but you guys, if you're Texans fans, know Ogubuwale or something like. It ends with Wale. It starts with Ogu. Ogunbuwale. He caught it for about 15 yards. Another first down for the Texans here. Appreciate the watch hours. Appreciate all that stuff. We're going to stream all 3 games today. We're going to be doing that. So anyone who wants to come hang out, Broncos Packers is next. Because I am also the AFC team I like is the Broncos. Because I live in Denver and my family loves the Broncos. Throw to number 87 is completed to the 4-yard line on 1st and goal for the Texans, and there's 2 minutes left in the game. That might be the 2-minute warning there, which will mean we will have a commercial break. That was Stover, about a 4 or 5 yard pass completion from Stroud, who rolled out to his right on the play. Pass was caught, and that is now going to be 2nd and goal from the 4 once we get back from this commercial break. But we are missing nothing right now while we're hanging out on the commercial break. Let's point out what's going on in the rest of the league. And we'll also point out what's going on in the stream because everyone has been so amazing today. 218 people have come and hang out. We are now at 10.7 watch hours, so it's going up pretty quickly, honestly, with the 12 of you watching. Really appreciate that. We have gained like 5 or 6 subs during the stream, so you guys are awesome as well who have joined. Welcome to the Askew crew. That's what we're going to call it. Grassi has the posse. Askew has the crew. My name is Ryan, by the way, everybody. You guys do not know my name because I don't have it on my channel. My name is Ryan Askew. That is why I'm kind of Askew Sports. People always have called me Ryan Askew my whole life. It's actually Ryan Askew, but it's spelled the correct way. It's spelled like Askew. So that is why my channel is kind of Askew Sports. Let's look at the scores around the league while we're on commercial break here. Let's see. Ravens Bengals nearly at the halftime. No scoring hardly. 7-0 Ravens lead. We know what's going on in our game right now. You see the scoreboard right there. Eagles and Raiders is now 17-0. The Eagles have a big lead on the Raiders right now, and it is almost halftime. Almost 2-minute warning in the Chiefs-Chargers game. Chiefs have a 10-3 lead and the ball at the Kansas City 6, meaning that they're backed up pretty hard right now. Patriots winning 21-7 over the Bills, and it looks like my pick for Patriots today was correct. That game is also almost halftime. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Jaguars have a 21-10 lead on the Jets. It's closer than I expected. The Jets are actually scoring some points. Commanders have a 13-7 lead on the Giants right now. The Giants do have the football, and there's 3.5 minutes left in the second quarter for them. The Bears still winning 14-0. 1 minute left roughly in their game in the second quarter. Not in the whole game, though. My gosh. But yeah, that's what's going on around the NFL, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We have about 15 of you hanging out with us right now. We're on commercial break in Cardinals Texans. When we get back, we will continue the play-by-play, though. Oh, we are back now. Just like that. That is awesome. Let's see what's going to happen here. Texans with the ball, really close to scoring. Let's see if they can punch this in or if the Cardinals defense will hold. Stroud all alone in the backfield, standing at about the 9-yard line. He's going to take this snap, looking to throw. Can he find anybody? He's going to scramble away. He's got a lot of people chasing him down. Throws this ball away out of the back of the end zone. It is going to be 3rd and goal. And we are really, really close to holding them to a field goal again, which would be a big deal for the Cardinals. Nice to meet you as well, KC. Whatever your real name is. Whatever your name is. I'll call you KC because it's KCMEDC. I'll call you KC. Hello, Ryan. My name is Sam. Nice to meet you, Sam. I'll try to remember that. I'm not very good with names, but I'll try to remember that. I remember your guys' profile names, but I'll try to remember your real names if I can. Sam, I'll be your Frodo. I promise. 3rd and goal. Throw out to the end zone is incomplete, and the Cardinals have forced a stop. They're going to force a field goal unless they go for it, but I don't think they're going to go for it where they're at. They're about the 5 right now. One-handed grab almost by Collins. He bobbed it in the air, tried to bring it in with one arm, was already too far out of bounds at that point, could not bring that in, but that was a good effort on his part. He tried real hard. Yeah, KC is doing pretty. Oh yeah, KC's fine. Perfect. Yeah. All right, they're going for a field goal here. This is another chip shot for Fairbairn. He's 3 for 3 now. He just made that one look easy, and we're going to add some points to the Texans score. Can the Cardinals, in the final minute 44, add any points to what is looking like a pretty big total right now? Texans taking a pretty commanding lead at the moment. We are back at commercial break. It looks like it's going to be a short one, though. This is going to be about a 30-second one because they are showing the side-by-side of the game and the commercial break. So we will be back very quickly for the kickoff. Fairbairn's already walking out there. So we're going to take a sip of our White Claw for a sec because we're already losing our voice, and we got to do 2 more games today. Oh, my gosh. At least we didn't get shut out. That's true. Absolutely true. 18 people hanging out watching the Cardinals' final drive of the second quarter. They're about to get the kickoff any second here. Cardinals trying to end a 5-game losing streak, the guy just said. And I mean, it has been a rough season. The last win we had was against the Cowboys. That's the best team we've beaten this season. The other 2 wins were against the Saints and the Panthers. And now the Panthers one looks a lot more impressive. But at the beginning of the year, they were still the old Panthers, in my opinion. And then they got better as the season went on. All right, Fairbairn standing there waiting to kick the football. He will launch this sucker. Going to be caught by the returner. See if we can do anything with it. He's out to the 25. Nah, we're just taking it to the 29 and going down. A little bit of a pedestrian kick return. And Brissett and the Cardinals going to come back out here to see if they can make it, I mean, at least 10. At least get a kick. Let's get a field goal, guys. But if you're down 13, you still have a chance to win. We still have a chance to win 7-23. The way this team has looked this season, though, it makes me feel like we don't have much of a chance to win down this score right here at halftime. But if we can at least get 3 more on the board, that'd be a pretty big deal. There is an injured Cardinal on the field right now on the kick return. Let's take a look. Brissett's doing some warm-up throws before the drive here. Let's see. There is a player down on his knee, so this might be a bad injury at the moment. A lot of players standing around. Yeah, so they're kind of looking at him for a minute. So we're just going to kind of hang out here. It's never good when you see guys huddled around. They're trying to stabilize his leg. There is a little bit of movement, though. 71's down on his knee. Jonathan Gannon is finally bothered to go check on his player. They are bringing the cart out. This is not good, guys. They're bringing the cart out. Not good at all. While we're at it, we have 21 likes on the stream. Thank you guys so much. Liking is free. Subscribing is free. Really appreciate it. If you love NFL videos, you love Cardinals, subscribe to my channel. There is an injury down right now. We do not want that at all. We do not want that. That is very sad. Brissett has his helmet off now. This may be an extended break for this injury because they're bringing the cart out. They have the gurney. Yeah, more than the Browns can say right now. Yes, you still have a chance to win, but you have to have the motivation to play. Yeah, absolutely. And they don't seem like they have it right now. What team surprised you the most this season, good or bad? Hi, honey. Okay. I think I have to do that before the Broncos game. Can I do that with you later? Can you hold it off for an hour or 2? I'll do that after that because I'll stop for about 15 minutes. I like you too. I like you too. Sorry, guys. That was the boss. I mean, the wife. I mean, the boss. What team surprised you the most this season? Hey, Luis says the Cowgirls. Honestly, they were looking like they were going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL. Then they showed up out of nowhere. What's the team that surprised me the most? I'm going to say the Bears. The Bears surprised me the most this year. I didn't think, they were going to be anything more than what they've been the last several years. And in the first 2 years of Caleb Williams, they weren't that great either. I thought that they were going to continue that, and they started the year continuing that. Other than that, it'd be the Panthers. The Bears ended up turning it around, though. They look amazing now. They're going to be one of the top teams in the NFC going into the playoffs, and the Panthers are the other surprise team, but they're not as good as the Bears this season. They're the second surprise team for me this year that I'm like, whoa, the Panthers are good. That's crazy. All right, we are on commercial break still at the moment because of the injury on the field to the Cardinal player on the return. It's Andre Pacelli. If anybody knows who that is. And they're lifting him up on the cart now. He's moving a little bit. He seems like he's all right. They haven't lifted him yet, actually. But there are about 8 guys standing around him right now. It looks like it's a very bad injury that's season ending, but it looks like he has consciousness, which is a good thing. So it's probably he just can't stand up right now based on the injury that we're looking at right now. I was not expecting 11-2 Patriot team. Honestly, if you look at my very first video on my channel that I ever made, I actually called that with Mike Vrabel, it would take a few games for the Patriots to get going. But after they had a few weeks to mesh together, Vrabel is such a good coach that I knew the Patriots were going to look like a pretty good team. I had faith that they were going to look pretty good this year. And honestly, that's my best prediction of the year so far. I predicted that. I'm calling it out because it's my only prediction I got right at the beginning of the year. I completely nailed that the Patriots were going to be good this year. And so I'm going to own that one. Let's see. Yeah. Tank is on, boys. You know, we need to tank. We need to tank. Honestly, why win for no reason? I would like if they won, but if they win, you know, it just hurts our draft stock at this point. Other than, you know, having some pride, I would like to have some pride and some dignity. I'm kind of surprised at how bad the Chiefs have played, the Chefs. Yeah, honestly, that was a surprise as well. If you're talking about the how surprisingly bad teams, it's the Chiefs for sure. And honestly, the Lions have been a little bit disappointing this year to me as well. We're still on commercial break. They went to a second one after that break because they are still putting the player on the cart from the injury. Hi, boss. Oh, thanks. You're so muscle mommy. And I just want you to know that I just used one of my legs to push the chair back. Oh, what?
To hold myself up to vacuum underneath the chair.
Dang, my wife is so strong. Muscle mommy. My wife is telling me how she just used one leg to lift up the couch and used her hand and the other leg to balance and vacuum under the couch, which is very impressive. I don't know if I can handle another Patriots dynasty. Yeah, the evil empire has returned. The evil empire has returned. We're almost back from commercial break. We're going to see if this injured player is going to get carted off the field yet and see if we can get him off there and see if this Cardinals drive can lead to any points. But we've been waiting for the last 5 to 10 minutes while he's been kind of slowly getting carted off the field. Looked like a really bad injury, so we want to make sure any injured player is okay, absolutely. But thank you. We got 18 people watching the stream right now. Thank you so much for the love and support. I've gained 250 subs over the last 2 freaking days because of the Grossi Posse. Liking and subscribing is free. I'm a Cardinals fan and a Broncos fan. That's my AFC and NFC team because I'm from Arizona, but I live in Denver. My whole family's from Denver. Really appreciate all the love and support, guys. We have no ads here. Totally free. So come join, come hang out. If you like Arizona Cardinals, you like the Broncos, you like NFL, then subscribe to the channel. Totally free. We're almost back from commercial break. We're missing nothing. The Cards suck. I agree, man. I mean, they do suck. It's a very objective statement. They're pretty bad. Players getting carted off the field. But just because a team sucks, just so you know from me, doesn't mean I'm not going to support them. I have been a diehard D-backs fan my whole life. They have had a lot of bad seasons in my life. Been a Cardinals fan my whole life. They've had a lot of bad seasons as well. I don't know if I can handle another Patriots dynasty, bro. What? Back-to-back injury timeouts are never a good sign. Yeah, he put a thumbs up, though. They had to remove the face mask, so it might be a neck injury. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that one. Do you watch the WWE? If so, what do you think about John Cena's last match? I do watch the WWE, and I was disappointed in the last match, not going to lie, but I can see kind of the art behind it and the story they were trying to tell with him tapping out, trying to hand off to the next generation. He didn't tap out because he was giving up. He tapped out because he was just passing off to the next generation, and he was like, I'm just gonna tap out. I was a little disappointed. I wanted him to win. You don't let the GOAT of wrestling lose his final match. You let him actually win on the way out. But that's just me. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals from the 29-yard line. Jacoby Brissett under center. Looks like we've been going heavy Michael Carter today, but this time it's DeMercado who's going to run to the right, then run back to the left, all just to get 1 yard. He ran about 40 yards for 1 yard. DeMercado has redeemed himself a little bit in my eyes after the Titans fumble, though. He's been making less mistakes after that. He's been a much smarter player since then, and he helped us win that Cowboys game with a smart play at the end of that game. Snap on 2nd and 9. Brissett looking to throw. He's going to throw. Diving grab by Wilson, unless he wasn't able to grab this football. Let's see if they call it complete or incomplete. He is injured on the field right now, a little bit shaken up, maybe got the wind knocked out of him, and I need him on fantasy. So if he does not catch this and he also is hurt, that is not a catch from the looks of the replay. If he is also hurt, I'm going to lose in fantasy and get last place. I cannot get last place and have to go to the Waffle House for 24 hours. I'll get shanked, guys. Me at a Waffle House, dude, that's not a good thing. Yeah, I didn't really like John Cena's last match, to answer your question, Sam. Sam Wise. Sorry, you probably get that a lot. I apologize. I'm not trying to call you Sam from Lord of the Rings. 1 minute, 7 seconds left. They're moving it to 1 minute, 13 seconds left on the clock. They were taking a look at Michael Wilson, who was down on the field. He got up a little bit gingerly on that play. Jonathan Gannon has his arms crossed. I know that might surprise all of you at home. He has his arm crossed on the sidelines. I'm rooting for the Broncos next week. Are you rooting for the Broncos this week, Rudo? Or are you rooting for them just next week? Trey McBride to the right. They're showing him he's in the slot position right now. It is 3rd and 9. Brissett looking to throw. This ball is tipped. It's caught, though. McBride with another great grab, and he's having a fantastic day. Bro's on his way to 10 receptions right now in the first half if he keeps catching balls. This guy's having a fun time, still enjoying playing and still playing with motivation, even though this team has been awful this year. Man, it's really great to see a player like that never give up. And the Cardinals have a first down, about a 15-yard gain right there. Absolutely awesome. Tippy-toed for about 5 extra yards, and we are at midfield right now, 1st and 10. Jacoby Brissett in the gun. He's going to look to snap. He's at the 45, taking the snap, looking to throw. Got to get this pass in the air. It is bobbled up into the air, incomplete. Was that Higgins? Because every time Higgins is involved, I'm a little bit scared of what's about to happen. It was Sherfield. I have not seen Sherfield all season. That's what they said. Number 86. And I see why he hasn't been playing all season, because that was a ball that should have been caught, hit him right in the chest, and then bounced straight in the air like in Madden. I will check the chat in a second, guys, in the commercial break. I'm too busy right now on this football game. 2nd and 10 from the 50. Jacoby Brissett in the gun, running back Michael Carter out to his left. He's going to take the snap, looking to throw to the right. He's going to throw this football, completed again to McBride. Actually, they're calling it incomplete. They're saying it hit the ground. I thought McBride had that, but hey, whatever you want to say, ref. Whatever you want to say. You call it like you see it, ref. That was a catch on the replay. McBride scooped it with his hands, so they should definitely review this. That's a catch. So that should be about a 3 or 4 yard gain for McBride if they actually... That ball was tipped, but still caught, and he should have that football. They should review this. I don't care if it's 3 yards or 4 yards. Show some freaking pride and throw the challenge flag, Jonathan. Throw the flag. I want to see some red on the field, and I'm not talking about the Cardinals logo. Let's see a challenge flag. You want your Texans to get the number 3 seed, Rudo. Gotcha. That would be big for them. They get a home game, I think, first game, if they had the 3 seed. They are reviewing this play right now. I think he had it, guys. I'm pretty sure he had it. And the official expert or whatever is also saying he had it as a catch as well. Let's see what they're going to call, though. I don't know what they're waiting for here. Are they doing a review? They're not like showing him looking at the camera. Did they give him the yards? The broadcast has not told us yet. They're changing it to a completed catch. So, yeah, that 3 or 4 yards is what we needed. The Cardinals are going to win this game, baby. That's all we needed. They're having them add a couple seconds to the game clock and then take 10-second runoff off the game clock to 49 seconds. I have no clue why, but that's what they're doing. So it's now 49. That's a lot to do. I don't know why they just didn't say take the clock to 49 seconds, but okay. 3rd and 8 for the Cardinals after all of that craziness. I'm a few seconds behind the live broadcast, so I see let's go Cards. Maybe something good happens. Okay, throw. Michael Wilson is going to catch this football 1 yard short of the line to gain, right on the edge of Ryland's field goal range. And it's 4th and 1. I think we should go for this. This is a go for it situation, but the Cardinals have been horrible on 4th and 1s on go for it situations. They've been throwing the ball for Hail Marys. You need 1 damn yard. You got a tall quarterback. Go ahead and quarterback sneak that thing. Get a first down. What are you waiting for? Anyways, yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 1 here. See if they can get it. Trey McBride has 1,000 yards receiving or something is what they were just saying. Ryland's just winding up, looking to kick on the sidelines, kicking the ball into the net. But we're not needing you right now, Ryland. Just stay on the sideline. All right, they're forming out of the huddle. Running back to the left, they're in the gun again. Jacoby Brissett is going to look to throw. Can he throw a quick little pass? Can we do that? Can we do a quick, accurate pass? Because we haven't done that at all this year. Snap is taken, looking to throw, and Brissett's going to get sacked within 2 seconds. He is down on the field, and there is 36 seconds left at midfield for the Texans to have the ball and potentially kick a field goal now on a final drive. The Cardinals have been horrible on 3rd and 4th and short situations in the last 6 weeks. And that was a quick sack right there. He had no chance. The offensive line got bullied. And again, draft O-line, draft O-line, draft O-line, 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 O-line. If like half of them don't work out, good, you got the other half. Draft O-line, dude. Run the ball, quarterback sneak, quick pass. My goodness, why did we do what we did there? We have him drop way back like we need 10 yards. Just do we need quick, simple plays for those situations, and we have not done that at all this year. Stroud's going to throw on 1st and 10. They're going to get 10 yards, and they are at the 42. They are on the edge of Fairbairn's field goal range. Not against our D. That's right. I mean, the Texans D is really good this year. They got a tough D. You just got to play smart football to beat a good defense, and that's not what we did there. You can do a lot with an average QB if you have an O-line and a running back. Exactly, Gadriel. You get it. You get it. If you have a quarterback like Brissett, but a good O-line, he looks like he's almost elite. I'm telling you, you can have an average to below average quarterback who's a backup. Like, we had a better offensive linebacker when we had Carson Palmer. Then Drew Stanton came in when Palmer got hurt, and Drew Stanton, the backup, looked amazing. We won games with him still. We had a good O-line at the time, though. All right, 1st and 10, Texans at the 41-yard line. They are looking to throw. Stroud is going to dodge a sack. He is going to throw this ball out to Schultz. Schultz gets about 3 and gets hit hard by Johnson. He was not out of bounds. Looks like the clock is going to keep ticking. The refs have no idea what they're doing. They decided to keep him in bounds. The clock keeps ticking, and the Texans burn a timeout. So there's 17 seconds left in the first half. There we go. There we go, boys. That was a good hit by Johnson. Yeah, I was hoping for a 23-10 halftime at the minimum. Now we're looking at a 26-7 halftime right now. Our offense has really stalled out the last few weeks. Has anybody else noticed that? The offense was doing much better, but maybe it's the defenses we're playing. Maybe the defenses have gotten stronger. The Buccaneers defense, the Texans defense, the Seahawks defense, the Niners defense. 17 seconds left in the half. 2nd and 7, handoff. Going to go about 4 yards, and they're going to try to run back to the line to spike it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Snap and spike. 2 seconds left on the clock, and Fairbairn will come out to kick a really long field goal. But he made a really long one earlier, so this one is, they haven't shown how far it is. It looks like it's a pretty long one from the logo almost. It is 4th and 3, and he's made a 30, a 22, and a 55-yarder today. This is a 52-yarder. That's what I thought they were saying. Not against our D. You can do a lot with it. Average QB. Let's see if there's anything. I think the Cards should draft a bunch of running backs and quarterbacks. No O-line. Oh, that one is missed. The kick is missed. It got tipped and blocked by the Cardinals. Calais Campbell saying that he blocked that one. Let's take a look here. No leverage call. Hand in the air. Campbell got it with his right hand. Really great job by Campbell. That's a big deal. That could come back to help us in the second half. We just got to get our heads out of our asses here. Ryan, do you have a Patreon? I do not have a Patreon. I am a humble little boy on just YouTube. All right, so we're at halftime after that block. This is the score we have at halftime. 23 Texans, 7 Cardinals. And we're about to go into our halftime show presented to you by yours truly. O-line is very important. Which Texans had a better O-line? All right, welcome to the halftime show. I agree. You know, Texans, they have a better O-line than us at least. Let's take a look at our stats at halftime for the Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Texans. We're going to run through every single player. We're going to run through every single stat. And then we're going to hop into the rest of the league because screw all those other guys who have no idea what they're talking about football. Let's talk about it right here. Let's look at the Cardinals first. We're starting with passing. Jacoby Brissett, 12 of 17 in this game, 74 yards passing and a touchdown. He got sacked one time, and it was on that 4th down. Very vital, important sack for the Texans defense. 98.7 passer rating for him. Michael Carter is the leading rusher for the Arizona Cardinals right now with just a mere 23 yards. We actually maybe do need a running back. I mean, how much more time does James Conner have left? We don't really know. Michael Carter has 5 carries for 23 yards. Kiner has 1 carry for 4 yards. DeMercado 1 carry for 1, and Bam Knight 1 carry for -2 yards. Trey McBride, your leading receiver right now for the Cardinals, has basically every reception for them so far. 7 receptions for 69 yards and a touchdown. Longest catch was 20 yards, and he's got all 7 of his targets today. Michael Wilson has a mere 1 catch for 6 yards. Oh man, my fantasy team's going to lose. Elijah Higgins, 1 catch for 3 yards. Pharaoh Brown has the 2 catches for only 1 yard. Jalen Brooks has no catches. Why is it on the list? I guess because DeMercado got 1 catch for -5 yards. That's hilarious. Defense. Cardinals defense yet again has no sacks this week. And that's something we've been seeing pretty regularly. Take a look at Garrett Williams. He has the most tackles today. Budda Baker also has the second. He's tied with the most tackles for the Cardinals with 3. Head over to the Texans side of the football. CJ Stroud is 13 of 17 for 177 yards, 1 touchdown, and a 128.8 passer rating. He's been sacked 0 times and no interceptions. Marks is the leading rusher for the Texans, 7 carries for 30 yards. His long was an 11-yard rush. CJ Stroud, 4 carries for 10 yards. Jaher, I'm so sorry about this, Mr. Jordan. Jahar Jordan, 5 carries for 9 yards. And then Dare Ogunbowale, 2 carries for 4 yards. I think I nailed that name. Not going to lie to you guys. Dalton Schultz has 6 receptions for 59 yards. Nico Collins, 1 catch for 57 and a tutty. Dare Ogunbowale, they keep making me say it because they're using him all around the field. 1 catch for 18 yards. Xavier Hutchinson, 1 catch for 16 yards. Cade Stover, 2 catches for 15. We got also Marks with 1 catch for 8 and Higgins 1 catch for 4. That is the receiving for your Texans, for those of you who like the Texans. Defense has 1 sack. That sack was by Denico Autry, who got that sack. The leading tackler has 3 tackles. It's Aziz Al-Shair and Kalen Bullock for the Texans. Let's hop over to the rest of the league, where we're going to take a little look-see and see how everyone else is doing. It's showing only Cardinals. Let's hop over to actual all teams. I want to see everything else here. Yeah, so as we well know, Cardinals are getting smacked up by the Texans 23-7 right now, making sure my scoreboard is correct. It is correct. Ravens have a 14-0 lead at the half, so they did punch in another touchdown, and for some reason it looks like the Bengals are on the skids after having a couple of good weeks all of a sudden with Joe Burrow. Maybe Joe Burrow is going to retire. He's going to pull an Andrew Luck and get up on out of here. The Eagles 17-0. Oh, we just got another subscriber to hit 460 subscribers. We heard the ding. We heard the jingle. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Eagles have a 17-0 lead on the Raiders. I guess Kenny Pickett was not the answer. Um, they're absolutely smacking them down there. The Chargers and Chiefs are in a close game at halftime. It is 13 Chiefs. It is 10 Chargers. That is a really good game right now. I'm rooting for those Chargers to win in that one, honestly. Actually, I'd rather the Chiefs win. It's better for the Broncos if the Chiefs win because they'd be 7-7 and then they'd hurt the Chargers. Patriots have a 24-7 lead on the Bills. So they are doing a great job against those Bills. It's already the third quarter in that game, so that game must be flying by right now. The only two games actively going on are the Raiders and Eagles and the Patriots and Bills that are both in their third quarters. The Jets and Jaguars. Jaguars have a 31-10 lead on the Jets, and then the Commanders and Giants. The Commanders have a 22-7 lead on the Giants. Commanders were the underdogs going into that game, so it's pretty surprising to have a 22-7 lead. Bears 14-0 over the Browns. So Shador doesn't like the cold, guys, just so we know. 0 for the Browns, 0 for the Bengals, and the Raiders also have 0. Those are the three teams getting shut out right now. In the afternoon window, we do have the Panthers and Saints. We have the Lions and Rams. We have the Colts and Seahawks, Broncos and Packers, and Titans and 49ers. So we got 5 games in the afternoon window. And then tonight, Vikings and Cowboys. Really good day of football. A lot of good matchups today. O-line is very important. Yes, I agree. Put me in as a coach GM, draft the worst but fastest 99 speed receivers and run 4 verts every play Madden style. Do you have a good arm, Pete? You could just chuck it down there. They're down there somewhere. Maybe the Cards will draft a bunch of O-line and trade for Joe Burrow. Honestly, I would love to trade for Joe Burrow, but we need an O-line before we do that, or he'll just retire with us. Afternoon games look a lot more interesting. You know what? I agree with you. I think they're going to be a lot more interesting. Because right now, the closest game we have is the Chiefs and Chargers. Other than that, kind of blowouts everywhere. We had a really good Thursday night football game, really good Chiefs and Chargers game. Every other game, yeah, it's pretty nasty. Let's see what's going on in the Bears and Browns because we're at halftime here in our game. Take a look at some stats. I want to see Shador Sanders is 4 of 10 for 54 yards. That is not very good. Caleb Williams is 12 of 18 for 190 and a touchdown. The leading rusher for the Browns, this may have actually something to do with it, is Shador Sanders with a 9-yard rush. Judkins has 4 carries for 9 yards. So they got to get that going. I know it's cold, but come on. Leading rusher for the Bears is obviously Swift. He has 42 yards. So see, Browns, you can get more rushing yards than that. Come on. Let's take a look at the stats in the Chiefs and Chargers game. Herbert is 10 of 16 for 103 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Patrick Mahomes is 9 of 15 for 94 yards, so not the most impressive day for him. Vidal's the leading rusher for the Chargers with only 24 yards on the ground. And again, we got another weird stat. The Chiefs' leading rusher is Mahomes, 2 for 15 yards, 2 carries, 15 yards. And Pacheco is right behind him with 14 with 7 carries and only 14 yards. That is crazy, guys. That is crazy. Around the league is a pretty slow day in the beginning of the day with games right now. Peter, that sounds like an Al Davis strategy. Lol. You're saying like you want to get Tyreek Hill, you want to get Hollywood Brown, a bunch of really fast receivers, and just have them go on a go route and then just throw it to them every single time. Maybe just get Hopkins back too. At the end of his career, you probably could get him a lot cheaper. Let's go grab Hopkins again. I got the jersey on right now. Let's do it. Everyone, thank you so much for the love and support. We're going to hop in. Let's see how the stream is going so far while we're at halftime. 391 total people have come to hang out with us for even just a minute, and I really appreciate all that, guys. 19.6 watch hours is what we're looking at the moment. So that's great. We already got 20. That's really good. Love that, guys. Appreciate that love and support. We have gained like 7 new subscribers here today, and we're going to try to keep that going as we go to the next games as well. And we're just watching commercials. We're on halftime. Trevor Lawrence is going mad. Let's take a look at his stats. Let's take a look at Trevor Lawrence. Let's see what's going on with him. Those Jags are leading 31-10. Yeah, so he is going mad. 14 of 22, 192 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Sheesh. He also is leading rushing. There's a lot of quarterbacks leading rushing, except this stat's actually pretty good. 4 carries for 48 yards and a touchdown for Lawrence on the ground. Man, if you have him in fantasy, you're feeling pretty good about that today. But how many people actually started him in fantasy? Let's see. I don't know. That's really good. Travis Etienne, 8 carries for 18 yards. Running backs are having a rough morning. Not getting anything going. My goodness. We have hit our 2 goals for likes already in the stream. We had 5 and then we had 15. So we need to set a new goal for the second half. I mean, we could go bold, but that's risky because how many more people are we going to have hop in here? We got our people that have been hanging out with us the whole time. Really appreciate you guys. We got 13 people hanging out with us right now. But how many more people we think are going to hop in? We got 25 likes now. Thank you so much to the 25th liker. Liking and subscribing is free. If you like NFL football, subscribe to the channel. I'm a Cardinals and Broncos fan, but I talk about a little bit of everybody. If you look at my videos right now, it's mainly Cardinals, but we're going to mix it up a little bit after this whole Grossi Posse invasion. We're going to talk about more of everybody now. We're going to focus on the Cardinals, but we're going to talk about everyone, just to clarify. Anybody else? Any other players we want to check out in the first half here? I mean, let's see what Joe Burrow's doing. 9 of 17, 105 yards, 1 interception. That's not good. It's not like I'm looking at that and looking over at Lamar Jackson with 7 of 9 for 136 yards and being like, oh my goodness, they're losing so bad. Because Lamar has basically had the same game except for the 2 touchdowns. They've both thrown an interception. He's thrown 2 touchdowns, but they have the same amount of yards passing. Jackson's just barely got the lead on him. Those Ravens are trying to claw their way back into the playoff race. I'm really looking forward to in the afternoon window. Let's see right here. That Colts game, not only are we going to be talking about the Packers Broncos, but I'm going to probably put the Colts game on a second screen because I'm excited about that Colts game. I want to see what's going on there. I want to see if Phillip Rivers looks anything like his old self. That is going to be a fun game. And then Lions and Rams, that's going to be good. The Niners and Titans will be kind of a dud, but Panthers and Saints might actually be surprising. Be on the lookout for that one, guys. That's going to be pretty good. Let's see here. We got any new comments? Thank you and you're welcome. You bet, Rudo. Can you check how Jalen Hurts is doing? I'm curious if he's in a slump or something right now. We'll definitely take a look at it. I enjoy your enthusiasm. Thanks for not being a Debbie Downer. I'm trying my best, Casey. Thank you. All right, Sam, I'm going to check Jalen Hurts for you real quick. We are still at halftime, everybody. We're coming back shortly. I have a feeling. Eagles are winning 24-0 with 4 minutes left in the third quarter, so they are kicking some ass. Jalen Hurts is doing 11 of 14. He's only thrown the ball 14 times, so we're almost in the fourth quarter. He hasn't even been throwing at all. I guess it's been such a easy game for them that he's really like, they're not using him at all to pass. They're at the point where they're going to run. They're just going to run the clock out. So it's probably what's going on with Hurts. He's got 11 of 14 completions and then 148 yards and 2 touchdowns, no turnovers as far as interceptions at least. So I think that's a really good stat line actually considering the game that they're playing against the Raiders right now. Kenny Pickett is 13 of 22 for 70 yards and an interception. So he's been doing pretty awful. Yeah. So Hurts is actually, that's a really good solid stat line for him. It would be so electric if Phillip Rivers went on a run. Imagine that clean trash talk, no matter what mic that dude. Yeah, mic him up. If they don't mic him up today, it's a mistake. NFL has to have a mic on him. When does a quarterback come out of retirement after 5 years? Other than I know Brett Favre came out of retirement, but was it 5 years that he had stayed retired and then came out of retirement? I don't remember, but I know 2010, he was with those Vikings. I was a freshman in high school. All right, we are back in this game. The kickoff is in the air to the Cardinals, and we are back with football in our game. Brooks is going to take this to around the 25-yard line, and the Cardinals mercifully are going to start with the ball this half. Oh, yeah, that's some good stuff right there. You know, my poll's lopsided in this game, but In my next stream, I'm hoping that the Broncos Packers poll is going to be a lot closer because that's going to be a close, tight game, I think. All right, looking to throw Brissett on first down. Going to throw to who else but Trey McBride. He's got 6-7 yards, and he's going to go down. Going to be a 2nd and short for the Cardinals. And those Arizona Cardinals are going to try to move the ball and start the second half on a good note. Trey McBride got a little dinged up. He's walking to the sideline after that play, and they may give him a little look. He seems like he's fine, but he definitely felt that last tackle. Yeah, here we go, Casey. Handoff on the play, going for 2 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. Carter is a little speedster, man. Get him involved in the offense, especially in the passing game. It would be comedy gold if Phillip Rivers got injured and Tom Brady signs with the Colts instead. Tom Brady's looking for a way to sell all his shares that he has with the Raiders so he can come back. All right, trying to run on 3rd down. Looked like we were trying to do a QB sneak of some sort, and it didn't work. So here we are saying they should do a QB sneak in those situations. Looks like they didn't get the first down. It's 4th and 1. I would go for this because there's nothing to lose. So we're deep in our own zone at the 35. So I think go for it anyway, though. Go for this anyway. They're 4th and 1. They're going for it. The QB sneak didn't work, though, so we got to try something different. We've had a pretty bad stat line on that. We're going to go QB sneak hard again, and this time we're going to get 3 yards, and that's what we should have done every single game we lost on a final drive this year because we failed on 4th and 1 throwing a ball deep. We should have done that instead. We got a first down, Cardinals. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, I agree, Casey. You got to run the stupid ball, dude. Okay, Jacoby under center, 1st and 10. The ball at the 37. He's going to fake the handoff, looking to throw. Going to check it down to Carter, who is going to be a speedster. Going to get 10 yards, 15 yards. First down, Cardinals to the 49 of the Texans. We just crossed midfield. Cardinals, first down. Let me get a drink. My voice is leaving me. See, that's why you got to use Michael Carter in the screen game. I don't know why they're using Bam Knight so much in the last few games. Michael Carter catches, and then he's gone. He's fast. Oh, yeah, good drill. Comeback time. We got him right where we want him. Brissett fake the handoff. Looking to throw again on first down. He's going to throw this ball. It's completed to who else but Wilson finally. I don't know why I said who else because it's McBride who's who else, but Wilson is the who else of the last 3 weeks. And he caught that ball for another Cardinals first down. $11:40 left in the 3rd quarter right now. Cardinals are driving with the football. It is 1st and 10. The I formation for the Cardinals from the 35 of the Texans. They're going to hand this ball off on first down to Carter for no gain. No gain on the play. Yeah, the only thing is like Michael Carter's not a powerful running back. So if he gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, he's going down. Going down immediately. Move the ball. Eat the clock. Don't eat it too much, though. We need a lot of points. We need a lot of points here. Do control time of possession. That would be great. If we could get a quick stop after this and we could get good points, that would be great. In the gun, Jacoby looking to throw 2nd down. He's going to complete this pass to Wilson, who's getting involved in the offense finally. 6-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 4. That's good. 3rd catch for Wilson. He's getting finally involved. Need him more involved. He was the only guy getting thrown to last week, even more than McBride, but this week it's been all McBride. It is 3rd and 4. At least get the 3. Don't be dumb and go for this here. You're down 2 touchdowns if you get the 3. You got to trust your defense. It's the beginning of the half. Don't make a stupid mistake. You got to get points on this drive here. Jacoby takes the snap. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. He's going to throw the ball deep. He's going to complete this pass at the 15 all the way down to the 11. It's Wilson again, and that's a Cardinals first down. Michael Wilson has 4 catches now and 3 on this drive. 3 in the last 3 throws, basically. Michael Wilson and the Cardinals are at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 11. Cardinals in the gun once again. Wonder if they're going to pass or hand it off. I'm assuming they're going to try to hand this ball off, but they may go aggressive. 9.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Brissett drops back looking to throw on 1st and he's running out to the right. Is he going to run? He is going to run. There is a flag down, though, so we're going to see what this laundry is. Yeah, nothing stupid, but we have a holding call, so we're already trying to stop our own momentum here. Let's not do that, boys. Bad time for a holding call. Moving 10 yards backwards. So we're going to be at the 21 now. Luckily, it wasn't 1st and goal. But the 1st down marker is at the 1-yard line, so that's not great anyway. At least got to get the 3, though. And if you get the 3, I'd prefer if we didn't take as much time off the clock than if you get the 7. If you get the 7, you have a luxury of a little bit more time. At the 22 now, 1st down marker all the way at the 2-yard line. 9 minutes left in the third quarter. And Brissett's looking to throw this. He was trying to throw a screen pass, instead throws it into the dirt to McBride. So McBride's not going to catch this ball. And we suddenly have, actually that holding call made it 1st again. So it's now 2nd and 20. 2nd and 20 with 9 minutes left. Clock is not ticking after the incomplete pass. They are calling the play in the huddle right now, trying to figure out what they want to do. Jacoby in the gun. Michael Carter to his left. Michael Carter in motion. Brissett looking to throw. He throws deep to the end zone, and this is intercepted. You called it, KC. No turnovers. If that ball was on target, it was Michael Wilson for a touchdown. Instead, it's an interception right to number 4 of the defense. Little bit in front of Michael Wilson, too far. And that ball was a bullet pass right to the Texans. We're not going to get any points on this drive. Michael Wilson tried to reach out for it, but could not make it happen. And still 23-7. So, well, shoot. As I was saying, we needed at least the 3 points on that drive. Now it's looking a little bit bleak at this point if the Cardinals are going to keep doing. That's the whole big thing they've been doing this year. Oh, we got some momentum, we're moving the ball, interception. Oh, we got some momentum, we're moving the ball, fumble. That's what we've been doing all season long. So that's kind of how it goes. Bad interception by Brissett. He's had some accuracy issues. As good as he's looked with the offense with Murray out, he's had a lot of accuracy issues in the last 3 weeks specifically, where he's been missing receivers in important moments. And that was another one of those moments right there. I agree, KC. It is bleak. Goodrill, big oof. Absolutely. Big oof. I think that we'll get more viewers in the Broncos-Packers game. It'll probably be a lot closer, so more people will want to come hang out and check that one out. But, especially I had before I got rated, I was having about 6 viewers watching my games with me. And that was my max. And I'd be anywhere from 2 to 6 hanging out with me watching the games. And during the Jags game before the raid, I got up to 38 viewers. I was like, this is freaking crazy. This is awesome. I love this. This is so cool. This is a close game. We got to overtime with the Jags. When it's closer, people want to come hang out more. So I totally get when the game is completely dead in the water. People aren't going to come check that unless they want to hang out with the person that they're watching. So I appreciate everybody who's hanging out with me, even though the game is looking pretty bleak right now. Not going to lie, I'm switching to Bills-Patriots. Much better game. We'll still hang out here for updates, though, lol. Hey, Pete, no worries. You go hang out, watch whatever game you want to watch, dude. I'm going to be streaming a lot of games, so come hang out with me whenever you want. YouTube didn't list your live streams when I looked. I'm really glad I found this channel. Thanks, KC. You're super nice. I'm wondering why it didn't list it. Probably because I'm small. When you make a live stream on YouTube, though, it doesn't offer you to put tags on it or anything. So it's all about the description. Basically, I just say the game that I'm watching in the description. I say, this is the live stream play by play and reaction for this game. Come hang out with me while I watch the game. And then I put the title. And that's pretty much all I do. So if it doesn't pop up, I don't know why. But I think the bigger we get and the more viewers we have and the more likes we get, it'll be more likely to pop up. But we've been having great success on this stream today. 7 subscribers. We've had 10 plus people watching the whole time. Amazing people. All right, Texans with the ball now. Stroud looking to throw. He's going to check it to the running back, who is Jordan again this time. Jordan's going to get about 15 yards and a first down out to the 35-yard line for the Texans. It is 23-7, and they now have full control of this game if they didn't already. Yeah, KC. So you're like a full-blown Cardinals fan. I didn't know with like the KC name if you were a Kansas City fan or if you were a Packers fan. Because a lot of the people who joined are Packers fans because they're Tom Grassi people. Stroud on 1st and 10 is going to toss this ball to the running back. He's going to get 5. He's going to get 10. He's out to the 50. He's broken tackles. He's at the 40. He's got open field 30, 25, 20. Gets finally hit by the first defender he can see. And that is all the way down to near the red zone of the Cardinals. Almost a 50-yard run for Jordan right there. Weaving in and out of tacklers. Looked like there might have been a holding on 10, but that is not going to happen. A missed tackle by Budda Baker again, who is really just, he makes some good plays, but sometimes just really, he'll either miss a coverage or he'll miss a tackle. And I know this is a very odd thing to say for a Cardinals fan, but sometimes Budda Baker is disappointing defensively for me. Like he misses some coverages. He misses some tackles quite often this season. I've been noticing it. I'm not letting anyone off the hook here. 7-yard completion on first down to Stover, and that's not Russell Stover from your local Walmart or Target. That is just Stover, the tight end. He's going to make this a 2nd and 3 for the Texans, and they are close to scoring and putting the nail in the coffin on this game. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. We still got plenty of time in this game, but the Texans are probably going to look to run the clock out. We have an hour and a half until the Broncos game starts, though. So faster this game ends, the more break I get for lunch in between. There's a little handoff, about 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and short for the Texans. They are very close to the 10-yard line. And we are close to seeing if they can get, let's see, it'd be 30 points for them now. They're moving slowly now, though. They kind of just want to run the clock out at this point. They're in a tush-push looking formation here. And they're going to take it and kind of tush-push it. And they're going to get the first down, but there is a flag. Might be a false start. Illegal formation, something like that. Sorry, this White Claw is making me burp. That is not professional of me at all. And I apologize. I'm a professional NFL commentator, and I am burping. Offside on the offense is what they're calling. That's going to go back 5 yards, and that's a big deal. Damn hiccups. 5 yards backwards. That's a big deal because they got the first down. It was going to be 1st and goal for them at the 4. Instead, they're moving 5 yards backwards. Grew up in St. Louis, born a Cardinals fan, will die a Cardinals fan. Lived in Kansas City as a paramedic, so I'll root for the Chiefs. Now I'm living in Denver. Oh, I also live in Denver, dude. Awesome. Living in Denver and gag when I hear the Donkeys win. You don't like the Broncos, though. I live in Denver. My mom was born here, loves the Broncos. My wife was born here, loves the Broncos. I was in Broncos gear before Cardinals gear because my mom forced me to. Throw by Stroud on 3rd and 6 is complete for 8 yards. That's a first down for the Texans. For 1st and goal for them to Ogunbowale. Why does he keep having to have plays? I have to keep saying his name. Ogunbowale. Good games in the afternoon. Rudo, you come hang out with me. I'll keep you updated on all of them. Or you don't have to hang out with me. You can come pop in and out of Tom's and my stream. No big deal. I do not care. I will be having a great time with whoever wants to hang out with me during the Broncos game. All right, running backs to each side of Stroud. Stroud's going to hand this football off on 1st and goal, and it's going to be no gain. They hit him immediately, and Calais helps bring him down after that. Perfect, Rudo. Appreciate it, man. Or I believe you're a man. I believe most people watching are men. But if you're not a man, let me know. That is awesome. I just feel like it's more likely the probability that you're a guy. Bro, the Cardinals suck. Angel, I'm with you. They do suck. They suck right now. They need to get it together. They need to fix this. They need to fix this garbage team. We need to put some pieces together here. We need to fix it. We need to make a better team here. But I'm still going to support them, even though it's sad. Incomplete pass by Stroud, second and goal for the Texans. Yeah, we need a fumble. We need a big turnover just like the Texans got. Cardinals are good. They are fighting. They do have a fighting spirit. Some of the players do at least. There are some of the players I feel like who have given up on this team, and I'm not happy about that. It's kind of like a baseball player who hits a ground out and doesn't hustle. That's kind of what I'm seeing right now. I like the players like Gene Segura in baseball who always hustle. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Stroud's rushing to the left. He's going to throw this football easily into the end zone to Schultz for another Texans touchdown. Let's go ahead and update that score. And the Cardinals are getting blown out. The rout has begun in Houston. There we go. I'm getting the board down. I'm flipping the things correctly. There we go. Yeah, Stroud using his speed there. He hasn't been sacked all day, and he still will not be as he finds a way to score that touchdown. Rolls out to his left, avoiding the sack, and then tosses it to Schultz, who was wide open. Not sure what the coverage was doing on that play. Secondary's been struggling with all the injuries. But everybody needs to realize, everybody who says they just blatantly suck, the Cardinals were a competitive team before they got fully injured on defense, and now the holes are showing gigantically in the defense with all the injuries. I mean, we can go back and look at the Cardinals inactives if you guys want to. There's about 5 or 6 starters on the Cardinals defense that are not playing today. I feel if you don't give your full effort, you'll never improve. Absolutely, Sam. If you don't give your full effort, you will not improve. Also, there's some players like, I feel like, this might be weird. Some of you might like Manny Machado. I don't know if any of you do in here. This is kind of a baseball thing, but Manny Machado always seems like one of those players who doesn't hustle. He does not hustle. Like the Cardinals just really do not like. There's a lot of players on the Cardinals right now not hustling. There's Calais Campbell's going to hustle, but he's at the end of his career. You got Budda Baker always usually going to hustle unless there's like a couple plays where he's like losing his like faith in the team. I mean, I feel like last week he was losing his faith a little bit. There was a couple plays I didn't see Budda Baker hustling. There are a few players on this team. I don't know if they're the backups or what, but there are some players who are just flat out giving up on the coaching staff, giving up on the team, not hustling at all. I know Brissett's not one of those people. I know who else? We got obviously Trey McBride. He's one of those people. He's not giving up on the team. I feel like Michael Wilson, not giving up on the team. Those are 3 of the guys who are not. I feel like they should all be here next year, regardless of if Brissett's the starter or the backup. He should stay. There are a lot of players on this team who are giving up on the team, though. I feel definitely defensively. This O-line needs to be blown up. We need a new O-line. Like, I know that there's a couple guys who people claim are good. I'm being very serious here. I think we need to completely blow the O-line up. That's how I feel. We're on commercial break, guys. We're missing nothing right now. The Texans are whooping our asses. I got a cherry ass over here. It's the same color as this because I'm getting whooped by the Texans right now. Yadier Molina. Yeah, players like Yadier Molina do not quit. It doesn't matter if you're 50 and 110 or if you're 110 and 50. He's always going to be trying. Better at not being lazy, that is. Also true. Also true, life. Absolutely believe that. Machado has gotten better at that compared to stuff in the past, but yeah, he can be a bit of a diva. I agree. Yeah, I think he's gotten a little more like with San Diego, he cares a little bit more than when he was with Baltimore. Definitely. All right, we're back from commercial break. They're showing that touchdown again. I'm not looking. I can't look. It hurts too much. It's too painful to know that another season has been wasted. But I have a fun little Christmas thing back there. It's a little snow globe kind of thing. It makes me happy. And I also have Derek. Derek's hanging out with me. So Derek, the Mentally unstable sponge. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to show you guys Derek. I would never do that to you guys. His face is so ugly. But he's got 2 little teeth, though. Look at that. Look at Derek. He just wants to say hello. He's related to SpongeBob, not SpongeBob dresses like him. Every sponge down there dresses the same. Everyone give him a break. He's a little bit sensitive about it. All right. 4 minutes and 28 seconds left in the third quarter, and the Cardinals have the football again. They got to be fully aggressive here. Full-blown aggressiveness. And they're going to run the football, which is the opposite of that, but they're going to get about 6 yards on the play. Need to be more aggressive than this Cardinals. We got a new subscriber, by the way, 461. That is 8 new subscribers today. Absolutely fantastic. You guys are awesome. I know that there are a couple of videos churning on my channel right now, getting some views, but we're also getting some subs from the stream. So big thank you to all of you guys. That's perfect for today. Hey, this is a representation of how the Cardinals are playing today. Right there. This is the representation. 2nd and 4. Cardinals going to hand off again. They're going to get a first down with DeMercado. There you go. First down, Cardinals. There you go. I mean, hey, take what you can get. Why did my whole area around me look blue all of a sudden? You got blue over here. Like this light is blue, but like everything got very blue all of a sudden. Am I having a stroke on camera? Sure hope not. 1st and 10. Yeah, I'm starting my streaming career with my finally getting some people blowing up on my channel, watching the channel after getting the Grossi raid, and then I have a stroke. That would be a real funny, not funny thing. Pass out to McBride. He's got a first down 10, 15, 20 yards all the way to the other side of the field. We're moving the football, Cardinals fans. First down, Trey McBride. He is always a beast. It doesn't matter what's going on. 6 yards is 6 yards. Yeah. Just like running the ball back to back to back just doesn't seem like the urgency I'm looking for. It doesn't seem like kind of what I want, you know? It doesn't show that we're very urgent about winning the game if we're running it off back-to-back plays, but it is still the third quarter. All right, in another formation under center is Brissett. Might hand this off to Carter again because we had a couple of plays with good success with it. Nope, he's going to fake it. Going to look to throw. Zips this one into McBride. It is incomplete, though. Good defense. Really good defense on that play. He got there right as the ball got to McBride. That was great defense. No pass interference either. That was like, right, here's the ball, here's the player. Boom. Same time. They're showing Drew Petzing, the human baby. I'm going to keep calling him that until he gets fired. He looks like a baby. He looks like an adult baby. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Cardinals trying to get any desperation scores they can. Brissett in the gun. This looks like they're going to pass for sure, but no. They're going to hand it off to Carter, who's going to get 5 to 6 more yards. Actually, that might be 7. Might have gotten 7 on that play. The running is working. You were right, KC. It's running. Running time. Yeah, if the Texans win, they will tie the Bills at 9-5 because the Bills look like they're going to lose today. Let's take a look at the scores. The Raiders, they're getting blasted. Oh, crap. This is a much closer game with the Bills now. That's a good game. Patriots 24, Bills 21. The Bills are coming back out of nowhere. Handoff on 3rd and 3 is a first down for the Cardinals. 5-yard gain. They're using Carter a lot more today. That's what we need. Goodness. Bills and Patriots is close. Chargers Chiefs is tied 13-13. Oh my goodness. And Giants and Commanders 14-22. These are some close games all of a sudden. The morning window looking a lot better now. Let's go, dude. Love that. We got 19 people hanging out with us right now watching the Cardinals get beat down by the Texans, but we're trying to claw our way back. Hand off to Carter again. We're going to keep it going with him. He's got about 4 yards again, and we'll take it. We're not doing too well if we're passing every play. The defense knows that we're passing every play, and they're covering really well. Change the pace, change the momentum with the running game. Your Texans play the Raiders next week in Houston. Well, congratulations, Rudo. Your Texans are going to win next week. So they will have 10 wins. If they win here today, which it looks like they will, there's still a chance of a miracle. You never say never, but if they win today and then they win next week, 10 wins for you guys. Good job. And I thought they were collapsing at the beginning of the year. We're set to throw on 2nd and 6. It's caught by McBride, and he's going to fight his way to an end zone touchdown. Cardinals suddenly have a second touchdown in this game, and they're not dead yet. We are not dead. We got them right where we want them, baby. Right where we want them. Let's go, Cards. Woo! Hey, we got to at least show fight. Got to have some dignity. Got to make the score respectable. Got to at least try that a little bit, baby. All right. I wish that was Wilson, though, but it was McBride, and McBride's still a beast. He beat number 39 on that route easily, then pounded his way through 2 secondary players, and the kick is good. We have another score change on the scoreboard. This has been a score-heavy game, guys. Let's see what we got here. Oh, where's my 1? There's my 1. Oh, they're playing It Just Takes Some Time in the Middle. They're playing that song. Everything will be all right. Oh, poor Cardinals. But we scored. We're so back, baby. We are so back, Rudo. All right, we're on commercial. You're missing nothing. There are 16 people hanging out with us right now. Liking is free. Subscribing is free. If you like Cardinals football, if you like Broncos football, if you like NFL football, you'll find it here on this channel. I've been doing this for 3 months. So you might be like, wow, this dude has a pretty cool set for that. Yeah, I've been doing this for 3 freaking months, and I am going to not go anywhere. So appreciate all the love and support, guys. I got Grossied, and it is absolutely a major blessing to have been Grossied by all the amazing Tom Grossi subscribers. And yeah, we're totally here to stay, dude. So if you want to come watch some stuff, come hang out with me on my stream, super chill, then absolutely would love to have you. We're definitely just going to hang out, man. We're on commercial right now watching some dumb pharmaceutical ads. Can't stand these pharmaceutical ads. They're always so annoying to me. But man, people need their medicine, but I'm so tired of the ads. And I'm a physical therapist. I work with people who need medicine all the time. But man, did anyone else get sick of those like Jardians ads and all that other stuff where they're all dancing and it's saying you may die or have a concussion or have a stroke, but take this pill? So annoying. All you need is to hold the Texans to no points and score 2 tutties, both with 2 points. That is true. 16-point deficit right now. Let's jump around the rest of the league since I'm just goofing off right now. Sorry, guys. It's the White Claw talking. I'm a lightweight. What can I say? Ravens are winning 17-0 over the Bengals right now, who, oh my gosh, what's going on, Joe? Joe Cool, what are you doing? He's 15 of 25 for 128 yards, and Jackson only has 22 more passing yards than him at the end of the third quarter. But the Ravens have a 17-0 lead. It almost seems like maybe it's the Bengals defense that's the difference in this game, and I don't know, that Bengals offense can't get anything going. My gosh, let's check out the close games, though. Herbert, 171 yards passing. Mahomes still 94 yards passing. Can't get anything going for them. Chargers have caught back up. It is tied 13-13. Chargers have the football. Crazy game there. A crazier game at the moment is Patriots versus the Bills. Josh Allen, only 107 yards, but he does have 2 touchdowns. Drake May, 150 with an interception, no touchdowns, but he has a rushing touchdown. I saw that replay on that one. Man, crazy games. Low quarterback passing totals today. Oh my goodness, the kick return for the Texans is going all the way down the field, past the 50, the 30, down to the 25, and he is tackled. That is the last thing that could have happened, that should have happened for the Cardinals right there. That was terrible. Oh my goodness. The last thing you needed there was an immediate 75-yard kick return. That was not good. Oh, man, Sam, you had the idea in mind. You had the right idea. We needed to get 2 stops, 2 tutties, 2 2-point conversions, a lot of 2s. Special teams error right there. The kicker had to come over and try to help out. Almost had to make the tackle on that play. That was a rough thing. You cannot have that happen. That was rough. All right, Texans at the 25 of the Cardinals to start the drive. A pass completed to Schultz is going to go all the way down to the 12-yard line. Oh, brother. Will the Raiders score? I mean, let's take a look. Might as well check real quick. I don't think so. I think they're getting shut out. Eagles have the ball. They're one of the slowest moving offenses in the NFL. Eagles have the ball at midfield, 3rd and 8. If they can get a first down here, they might run this all the way down to the 2-minute warning in the Eagles game. Texans game going to commercial break into the 3rd quarter. So we have one more full quarter of this. Cardinals defense having a rough time right now. I mean, not the defense. That was the special teams. My bad. Special teams had a rough play there. Don't know if I should be more impressed with the Texans offense or more disappointed with the Cardinals defense. I think personally it's the Cardinals defense, because if you look at the Texans offense this year, they've had multiple games where they've struggled. Let's even look at the Texans. Let's hop over to the Texans from last week. I felt like the Texans offense was an offense we could exploit and maybe have some good defense against them with our really battered defense. Let's take a look at their games. All right, Texans won 20-10 against the Chiefs last week because their defense did amazing. Texans then, the week before, 2016 went over the Colts, beat the Bills 23-19. They barely beat the Titans 16-13. So, like, there were a lot of games against the Broncos. It was 18-15. They lost. Like, there were a lot of games where the offense was struggling, and they looked better for a little bit with Mills at quarterback instead of Stroud. In my opinion, I thought Mills looked better at quarterback than Stroud, but today, now Stroud is looking like an MVP again. So I feel like it's more the Cardinals defense and not as much of the Texans offense, but I'm not going to take anything away from the Texans offense. I do think that they are definitely good at any moment. They just have to put it together. I feel it's more on the Cardinals defense, though, in my opinion. We're on commercial break right now, so we're missing nothing. Nothing at all whatsoever. But we should be back any second here. We have 28 likes in the stream so far. We got 15 people hanging out with us. That is awesome. We've gained 8 subs today. It is totally free to like and subscribe. So thank you so much for hopping in and hanging out with me right now. We're going to watch the 4th quarter here shortly once we get back from commercial break. Let's see what we've done on the stream so far today. We're having great numbers because of the Grossi Posse hanging out with me. Those of you who are hanging out all day, we've had 548 people hop in today. How awesome is that? And we have 30 watch hours now on the stream. And that's just our first stream of the 3 streams today. We're going to have the Broncos, Packers, and Cowboys, Vikings. So this is absolutely awesome. Super blessed to be here. Thank you guys for watching. 29 likes now on the stream. Thank you so much. All right, Stroud and the Texans looking to score. They are at the 13. Fake handoff, looking to throw. He's going to try to scramble. He's going to get sacked. First sack of the day. That's going to go to Walter Nolan, who I haven't seen much today, but there he is. There's that man. Looks disappointed, but, I mean, that's a great sack by Walter Nolan right there. That guy, we got to keep him, pay him whatever the hell he wants. He's on the defense, one of the guys that we got to keep. He's a rookie. Keep him on his rookie contract, obviously. Sign him to a big, big deal. He looks really good. Like, I mean, that guy's insane. Got to keep that guy around. Got to add more around him on that D-line. Toss out on 2nd and 14. It's going to go for about 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 11. We got 14 minutes left in the 4th quarter here. If CJ Stroud could play like he did on his rookie year, that would be awesome for the playoffs. Yeah. I feel like he's regressed this year. He didn't get better. He got a little bit worse so far. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I haven't watched every Texans game this year. I just feel like he isn't playing as well as he was the first 2 years. Yeah, you got it, KC. Let's sack him more. Get another sack. 3rd and 12. Stroud takes the snap. He's going to look to pass. He's going to throw. Incomplete. No flag. And they're going to try to kick another field goal. Fairbairn has had a great day today. He's not missed a single kick. Actually, he missed the block. But he still had a great day. It was blocked, so the other kicks have been great. And he's coming back out for another one. Fantasy owners are having a great day with him. Let's see. Looks like about 30-something yarder. That's what I'm thinking. 30-something. 33. Yeah, it's 33. This is an easy kick for an NFL kicker right here. Let's see. Didn't CJ get hurt this year? Yeah, he did get hurt, but Mills looked better. KC. Mills looked better with the offense. Like the offense was not doing that well in that Broncos game. Then Mills came in, and then they like nearly beat the Broncos, and then they've been playing better with Mills after that, in my opinion. My bad. Jags third best team. AFC Broncos Pats. The Jags are pretty good this year too. Another one of those teams that you love to root for because they're usually bad and they're finally good. So as a Cardinals fan, I love rooting for teams that are like the underdog who are finally good. The Broncos, he had a concussion. Yeah, I knew he got hurt in the Broncos game. I was watching that one. Head injury will mess you up. Just ask Derek. He knows a thing or two about head injuries. He also might have a touch of the fetal alcohol syndrome, but again, just don't say it around him. He gets angry. CJ hurt and new OC. Yeah, new OCs are always a little difficult, especially if you have a rookie who's only been in the league for 2 or 3 years trying to figure out a whole new offense. Everybody say hello to Derek. If you're new in the stream, this is Derek. He's a little bit mentally unstable, but it's not his fault, and we like to accept him anyway. And he's the comic relief for when the Cardinals games get out of hand. So all he really does is kind of stand there, though. And I just got him yesterday in the mail from somebody. I don't know who the hell sent me this thing. But this is just how we're feeling. The Cardinals have played this well today. They've played Derek levels of good. He's gone through the freaking ringer. Derek has seen some stuff, dude. Derek has been through some hell and back. Let me just tell you that. This guy's a lifelong Cardinals fan, and this is what he's feeling like right now. So, everyone, prayers up for Derek. 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 That's his dance. That's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, for those of you who don't know the reference. We're back from commercial break now, so the commercial break entertainment is over. All right, Derek, you go take a seat. Let's see. Yeah, I love that comment, Johnny. Derek has been through the ringer. Love that. Looks like we might have another subscriber hopping in a second to hit us with another ding on the ringster. Ring on the dingster. All right, we have 30 likes in the stream now. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, hanging out with us right now. We're watching the end of the Cardinals-Texans game. And it looks like we can try to get another touchdown, punch that sucker in the end zone. We keep holding them to field goals. Punch a quick touchdown in and keep giving us hope. Keep the hope alive. I'm not Hawkeye. I'm not like, don't give me hope. Give me hope. I should probably end the poll, though. Everyone's just going to vote for the Texans at this point. Bills are ahead. What the heck? What a choke job by the Patriots. Derek, put your hat on. We need a rally. Derek. It's under the Christmas lights. I can't get the Cardinals helmet. I would put it on Derek right now if I could. Derek, flip your hat around. We need a rally. Maybe I'll flip his shorts backwards. We need a rally shorts, Derek. Oh, crap. I didn't update the scoreboard. That's crazy. The Bills are ahead. Oh. Cardinals with the ball first and 10 at the 27. Fake handoff. Looking to throw. He is getting pressured. He's going to throw into the dirt. He's been doing that a lot. There we go. That's the correct score. Brissett's been doing this a lot where he gets pressure and he just immediately just like throws the ball as hard as he can into the dirt. And I'm not sure why he's doing that. I get getting the ball out of your hand quickly, but he's so angry about it. He just throws it. He like spikes it almost. 2nd and 10, Arizona. Everyone in the chat, should we keep Kyler Murray next year if we can't draft a good quarterback because the quarterback class is kind of weak? Or should we go with Brissett next year? What should we do? Or try to find someone like Kirk Cousins or something? What should we do? Brissett throws 2nd and 10 in the dirt, not caught at all. There's our ding. We've hit 462 subscribers on the channel. Thank you so much for the love and support, everybody. Appreciate it. Go check out my funny videos, Cardinals fans during the blank game videos. Or check out my other ones. I have some angry rants. I got some just regular videos as well. Cardinals focused, NFL, everything. Cardinals trying their best to forge any hope in this game. Keep Murray, trade Flacco or Rodgers as a backup. Honestly, I would rather have Flacco as the starter. But Murray, honestly, Murray's better than anyone we could draft. So I don't know about, I'm not sure about drafting anymore a quarterback just to get an O-line at least. Kyler needs, I've been done with Kyler all year, in my opinion. I kind of like, 7 years. What else do we need to see from Kyler? I'm done with him. 4th and 5, and the Cardinals are going to go for it here. Little short completion isn't going to get it done. All right, 4th and 5. Can the Cardinals get a first down? Let's see. Brissett going to drop back to pass. He drops way back. He's going to get sacked. He stopped for some reason. There's a flag down, so depending what the flag is, we're going to see what happens. Hold everything. Run the ball. I mean, it was working, KC. We were running with Carter, and it was working. Illegal contact, defense number 5, 5-yard penalty. That's an automatic first down, I think. First down, Cardinals? Well, come on. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I remember when Josh Rosen said there were 9 mistakes ahead of him, and I don't want to draft another Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen was just an asshole, though. So that was also Josh Rosen. 1st and 10. I will take Kyler all day over Josh Rosen. That's for dang sure. But I'm also thinking we should get rid of Kyler for anything we can possibly get. I think we can get a good haul for him, honestly, still. He's still got some good value, and he's pretty talented. With the right system, he might be amazing. 1st and 10 Cardinals now after that penalty by the Texans. Brissett going to scramble and just dive down for a 3-yard gain. All right, 2nd and 7 for the Cardinals right now. They are near midfield. They're near the Texan logo, right near that horn. 12 minutes left in the 4th. We still got a lot of time here. Throws the football. Oh my gosh, 86 caught it, and that was an ugly looking hit, but he is fine. I was concerned for a second, but he caught it, and he looked like he was going to be injured. He's fine, guys. Walk it off, buddy. You're fine. He's totally good, actually. That hit looked nasty, though. 1st and 10, they're going to hand this ball off to Carter, who is going to try to spin out of some tackles. He gets a few yards, but we got some flags on the play. Let's see what this flag is. Gonna have to take a look real quick. They're deliberating. They're taking their sweet time here. Might be on the Texans. Number 95, Derek Barnett is upset. Maybe this is on the Texans. Crowd is also booing. This looks like it is definitely on the Texans. Let's see. We're waiting still. Dead ball, personal foul. Defense grabbing the face mask. That's going to be a first down, 15 yards, and it is on Barnett. That's why he was upset. I think he called it on Barnett. We're looking at the play here. That was a bit of a chop block. I don't know. And then he grabs the face mask of, wow, he grabbed the face mask of McBride and yanked him. That was an aggressive play by the defender. That is definitely a personal foul. You cannot do that. I mean, in a game where it was close and mattered, it would be a lot more of a big deal. Still a big deal in this game as well, though, because the Cardinals get 15 yards further. They have a 14-33 deficit, and they're trying to claw back somehow. 3 touchdowns. Come on, Cardinals. Throws the football on 1st and 10 to McBride, who is going to get 11 or 12 on the play, and that is a Cardinals first down. Cardinals are in the red zone now, threatening to score. Are the Cards going to get bailed out by the refs? We'll see. Looks like they're getting bailed out by the Texans defense at the moment because that was 2 legit penalties right there. He grabbed the face mask pretty hard and yanked him. 1st and 10. Throw to the end zone. Caught by Wilson. Did he hold on? He did. Cardinals touchdown. That's a quick touchdown that you need right there. It is another touchdown. Let's go, baby. Party emoji. Party emojis in the chat, everybody. It's a party up in here. Hey, we're at least going to lose by... We got to at least lose by 4 or less. We got to keep the streak going if we're going to lose. Oh, we're going for 2. Never mind. We're going to wait for this last number here. Going for 2. Can we get the 2? Come on. Can we get it? There's 11 minutes left in the game, and this isn't going to take the time at all. See if we can get the 2 point. And we didn't get it. So let's go ahead and just make that 20. Still only a 2 touchdown game. Not as horrible as it could have been. But hey, touchdown. 33-20. We got 2 more touchdowns, and we have a lead. All right, commercial break. You're missing nothing right now. Everyone who's watching, we got 17 of you lucky sons of bitches watching with me right now. Absolutely love having you here with me. Sorry, I got a little excited. Liking is free. Subscribing is free. Thank you so much to the 8 subscribers who have joined the channel. We got 30 likes on this video as well. You guys are freaking awesome, and I know your faces are beautiful, even though I can't see them. We are a new channel. We've only been going for 3 months. Arizona focused. Denver Bronco fan as well. And also talking about all the NFL as well. Commercial break, we're missing nothing. Appreciate everybody watching this video, watching the streams, helping me get towards monetization. We'll be watching the Broncos, Packers, and Cowboys, Vikings later. And I'm going to need a lozenge because my throat is gone. Oh my gosh, it's gone. I sound like I've been smoking like 5 packs of cigarettes for 5 straight years. Derek, what do you think about that? Derek knows a thing or two about smoking 5 packs of cigarettes every single day. And he says, don't freaking do it. Absolutely. I got to drink some water. I got Gatorades. I'll have to grab a water in between the game. Absolutely. The dry weather, my eyes are always so dry and itchy, and I have psoriasis, so that does not help. All right, man. We get 2 stops defensively. I keep saying that. And then the special teams, last time we said that, we jinxed it, I guess, and they got a 75-yard kick return. Hey, I'm happy that we're scoring points. This is a better looking score. 33-20 looks way better than what, I mean, the Bengals right now are still getting railed 17-0. Raiders still 31-0. It was the final to answer whoever's question it was on will the Raiders score points. The answer was no. I was correct at that point that they would not score any more points. 31-0. At least we're not the Raiders. At least we're not the Bengals right now. Chargers beating the Chiefs now 16-13, guys. Patriots jump back out in front of the Bills 31-28. What a game out there. Oh my goodness. Josh Allen has 3 touchdowns, 181 yards passing now, no turnovers. Great job by him. Other than that, every game's not very close. Bears are pounding the Browns. Jaguars pounding the Jets. Giants are losing to the Commanders, 29-14. We got our game is the 3rd closest game, and then we got the Chiefs who are down by 3, and then the Bills down by 3. Really good games. Derek smokes 5 packs every Cardinals loss. That's why he looks so bad this year, because he's been smoking way too much this year. I mean, he's been smoking way too much this year. Look at that. Look at that face. Rudo's a nice Texans fan. I haven't actually ever met a Texans fan who's not nice, though. The fans that are in Texas that you don't like are the Cowboys fans. Usually are not nice, and they're very obnoxious in general, from what I've seen. But I'm sure there's plenty of totally chill ones. We got a new subscriber, 463. Thank you for subbing. Toss out on the first play for the Texans, 12-yard gain, first down. Got to make some stops here. Can't let Jordan. He's having a career day right now. Yeah, no one likes the Cowboys. That's a 1st and 10 for the Texans. They are moving the football. We need a turnover. We need to stop. Cardinals need to pull something out of their hats right now. First and 10 from the 47. Stroud's going to hand off. Get him. They're going to get him 2-yard gains. So that's pretty good. 2nd and 8 for the Texans now. Scooter Magruder. I see you, Sam. Yeah, Scooter Magruder seems like he's a cool Cowboys fan, though. At least from the few videos I've seen of him. The only 2 people in that group I'm subscribed to are Brandon Perna and Tom Grossi, though. Those are the 2 main guys I watch, other than, too much of it, and I wouldn't even want to make videos. 2nd and 7 for the Texans. Stroud in the gun, looking to throw. He's going to throw out to the running back on the side. Number 26 is going to try to gain. That's Jordan again. 3 more yards. It's going to be a 3rd and short. This is a big 3rd down right here. Big time 3rd down. You've got to get a stop right here. Nine minutes left in the 4th quarter right now. Texans trying to end the game. Third and 4. Stroud looking to throw. He's going to pass this football. It is tipped and incomplete. We're going to make them punt. As long as they don't go for it. They're in a pretty good spot to go for it, but hopefully they don't do that. Hopefully they don't go for it. 4th and 4 for the Texans. Meet at the QB. Do you guys think that the Texans would have a bigger lead with Mills right now, Texans fans? Rudo and Luis? Rudo, I think that I'm going to go with the Seahawks. I'm banking on the Seahawks winning. Also would rather them win than the LA Rams because we just don't like LA teams, but LA is really solid. I'm banking and riding with the Seahawks. All right, the punt is going to pin the Cardinals inside the 5. They're going to be pinned down at the 4-yard line. That is not what I wanted to see. I'm going with the Seahawks. It's not going to be the Niners. They're going to be a wild card team. It's going to be LA or the Seahawks. So, all right, looking around. Let's see what's going on in the rest of the league. Bills are winning 35-31 on the Patriots. This game is back and forth. This Bills-Patriots game is the game of the morning right now. Chargers-Chiefs is a close one, but it's not anywhere near as exciting and back and forth. This Patriots-Bills game is crazy. There is about 6.5 minutes left in the game, too. Bills trying to sneak a victory when they were losing big time earlier. That's amazing. Good job, Bills fans. Hopefully Bills Mafia didn't leave this time. Actually, are they in Foxborough? Or are they in? Yeah, they're in Foxborough. I don't know, bro. Maybe Cardinals defense would stop Mills too. Maybe, man. Who knows? Rams are good, but the Hawks have momentum. I like the Hawks this year. I went to Washington State this year, and I liked it quite a bit. So I kind of, everyone was really nice there. I've heard bad things about Seahawks fans too, but I didn't see anything bad about the Seahawks fans I met. But I also just can't stand the LA Dodgers. So I still look at the Rams as the St. Louis Rams, but I can't root for the Rams. I like Matthew Stafford. I'm glad he got a Super Bowl finally, but no more for the Rams. Had enough. LA, LA, LA all the time beating us. Charger and Chiefs player got ejected. Were they fighting? Get a scuffle in the Chiefs game? That's crazy. What's going on in that game? Let's have a fight in this game. Come on, Cardinals. Let's just do a bench clearing brawl. Let's do it. Buda Baker, I want to see you at the top. Jumping on someone like a spider monkey. We're almost back from commercial break here. So you're missing nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we are back now. There we go. We are back. Cardinals have the football. We've battled back. We got to stop. Quick touchdown here. We're trapped against our own 4. Can we go back and move this football down the field? 96-yard touchdown right here. Here we go. Throw on first down is 1 yard. 1 yard catch. I think that's Carter again with a 1 yard grab. Hey, at least we're competing. We're competing really well today. No reason to be pissed off. This team is putting in the effort. They got no defense. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. Texans defense looks a little bit more tired than they were earlier, and we've scored 20 points on them already, and they're one of the best defenses in the NFL. Handoff to try to give them a little more room on third down. Not sure exactly why we're handing off on second down in this situation. We're going to get about 3 yards there. Third down. All right, 3rd and 4. Jacoby's in the gun. Offensive line needs to hold up here. They're only rushing 3. And that ball was thrown to Higgins. Worst guy to throw to there. Honestly, looking for a flag right there, and I don't know why they didn't throw it. Probably because it's not McBride, it's Higgins. Higgins is not one of our best receivers, so the ref didn't want to throw the flag there. I'm not sure what the deal is. Looked like a bit of tugging on this here. Another situation where you need 4 yards. Not sure why you're throwing to Higgins of all people on that play. You got to find Wilson or McBride on that play. And now we're going to punt the football away with 7 minutes and 43 seconds left. I agree with being aggressive and going for it here. You got nothing to lose. And we're going to punt it though. So that's pretty bad. We finally got a stop on defense, and now we're giving it right back to them at the 45 of the Texans. So now they're going to have the ball and have a chance to really run this clock out. All right, let's see where we missed the chat here, guys. I missed a few chats. All right. Bills came back to wow. Chargers and Chiefs player got ejected from the game. Can't believe LA has the Lakers, the Dodgers, and the Rams. Yeah, LA is spoiled. You guys in LA, if any of you live in LA, you're spoiled, sports-wise. Under or over for Nico on yards. I'm not sure what his number was. What's his number? You let me know. He's only got like a couple grabs, so I don't feel like they're going to go to him much more with this lead they have. They're going to run the clock out. So I'd probably go under, I'm assuming. Not sure what the number is, though. In 2 weeks, Texans play the Chargers. That's the only difficult team left on the Texans schedule. Yeah, they got a pretty clean schedule. You said the next week is pretty easy. I think they play the Raiders, you said. Pretty easy game, especially if they play like they did this week. Might be a hot take, but Sanders might not be a great QB. Just threw a 3rd pick of the game. Honestly, at this point, that's a cold take, Goodreal, because everyone's thinking he's not going to be a very good quarterback. 2nd and 8 for the Texans right now. Most people are against Sanders at this point than are with him. I think most people want Sanders to fail. They're showing it right now. They're showing the Bengals. Oh, Joe Burrow threw an interception. That's not good. And Van Noy returned this ball all the way back for a touchdown. The Bengals are having a rough day. Nico's at 57. That was his only catch. I'm going under all the way. Nico only had 1 catch for 57. That happened on the 2nd play of the game, dude. They're not going to do that anymore. Yeah, hot take might be total garbo. Yeah. Texans 33-20. Cardinals suck. Hey man, the Cardinals are competing today. They don't fully suck today. Defense has a lot of holes. First down for the Texans. Big completion there. Last game, Colts at Texans. It all depends on how Phillip Rivers plays today at Seahawks. Gotcha. Who caught this ball? Was it Collins? Yeah, Nico Collins got that grab. Cards doing a lot better than the Browns, so the Cards still a team. The Cards do look like a team today. At least they look like a team getting beat down by the Texans, but they have come back to make the score more respectable. What they really needed to score a quick touchdown on that last drive, though, instead of immediately punting. And then that throw to Higgins on third down. You can't throw to Higgins on third down. I really am not a big fan of Higgins. I don't know. Is he a rookie? But I'm not a big fan of that guy. He's always doing some crazy stuff. Why did he jump in the air on that pass? I don't know. All right, Cardinals defense looking to make a stop. If we hold them to a field goal, still a 2-possession game, down 16, but it makes it a lot harder. 3-yard run on 1st and 10, and they're going to tick this clock down probably to about 6 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. Texans having a good day today. Cardinals have been able to score about 20 points, though, against the defense, so not the worst thing ever. Defense with the 5 injuries coming into the game, definitely showing the holes once again this week and not playing very well at all. But they are competing, and I will keep saying that they're competing. I'm not pissed off today. This isn't last week at all. This is much better than last week. 2nd and 7 handoff for the Texans, and this looks like another first down. Jordan having a career day today, about 10 yards on the ground on that run. He's going to get a first down. Jordan, let's take a look at his stats. He is blowing up the Cardinals defense today. Let's take a look. 81 yards from what Google's saying right now, but it might not have counted that last rush. 91. Yeah, he's got 91 yards on the ground. Can't let the guy who's the 3rd string running back coming into the year get 91 yards on the ground. That's for sure. 6 minutes left in the game. Texans trying to put the final nail in the coffin. Toss out to Jordan. Jordan looking for room. He's going to find room again. Another 5-yard gain. Nobody could get him at the line of scrimmage. And I'm not sure what's going on. The clock is not ticking after that running play. Thought for sure it would be running a little bit more. Maybe the Cardinals used a timeout. Not sure what's going on here. The clock isn't ticking after that toss play. That was a halfback toss. Should have kept the clock running. Jordan, yeah. You don't even know who that is for the Texans? I didn't know either. This is the first game he's really making his presence known because of that injury to Marks. Got a little dinged up. So he came into the game. They're not using, I guess Chubb is either injured or they're not using him as much right now. They're in a heavy tight end formation. Definitely going to run here on 2nd and 5. They're trying to drain the clock out. And they are going to run. And they're going to get about half of what they need. It's going to be about a 3rd and 2 roughly. Jordan's at about 96 yards rushing right now. That's crazy, guys. That is so crazy. This is his first game, they said. First game he's actually playing in. And he might have 100-yard rushing. He's looked pretty good. I don't know if that's more him or the Cardinals defense being bad. But like we said, the secondary is depleted. The linebacker core is depleted. The front 4 has looked pretty good today, though, for the Cardinals. And that's a first down on 3rd down. Jordan has 100 yards rushing now. And that's a 1st and goal for the Texans. They're going to be down to the 3 or 4. Oh, brother, guys. I know Marks, Chubb, and the one you have a hard time to name. Yeah. Wow, Jordan could be another weapon. Yeah, I'm glad they're not using the guy that's hard to name. I would just be calling him Dare. I think his first name's Dare. I would just call him Dare because I can't say his last name. 4:40 left in the game. Straight snap to the guy I can't pronounce, so Dare, I'm going to say. He could have just fumbled the football away, and he loses 6 yards on that play. Totally broken play by the Texans. Texans doing good this year. They had a bad start to the season. All of a sudden, they're looking really good. So congrats to the Texans fans watching. Your team turned it around when it looked like it might be a rough season. I'm glad the Cardinals have been putting an effort to compete in this one as well. Chiefs in massive trouble. Let's see what's going on. What's going on with the Chiefs? Still losing, and the Chargers have the ball. Okay. Crazy. Okay, 3rd and goal. Stroud's going to look to throw to the end zone. He's going to complete a pass down to the 4. It is 4th and goal from the 4. Will they kick a field goal, make it a 16-point game? Let's see right here. We got 20 people hanging out with us. Thank you to everybody who's watching with us right now. We've had 8 new subs on this stream right now. We have had 40 watch hours. That is absolutely awesome. That's my record stream, everybody. That is props to you guys. You made that happen. 31 likes is also my record for a stream. We'll be doing the Packers Broncos after this game as well. See if we can beat the records in that one. 3 minutes left in the game. They're going for it on 4th down. Stroud's going to look to pass it, and he is going to complete it for a touchdown to Nico Collins for another tutty. It's going to be a 40-20 game now. The Chiefs are going to miss the playoffs if they lose today. Well, that would be really a refreshing thing, man. I think the Chiefs could use a little bit of a vacation from the playoffs. Yeah, AZ 2033, Tex compared to Cleveland 331, so at least the Cards had a showing. Yep. Best one was you best one was Tom Grossi. Was I that you're saying I'm the best person from the Tom Grossi raid? Oh, my best stream was the Tom Grossi raid. Oh yeah, obviously. I'm just saying out of like the regular streams because of the Grossi raid, now today has been much better. Yeah, the Tom Grossi raid was like 142 likes or something crazy like that. 40-20 now. We'll adjust this real quick. It's absolutely awesome to have everyone here, though. The Tom Grossi raid was definitely the best one. But I'm hoping soon enough it will be second best because we will eventually keep growing here. If we keep growing subscribers like this every stream, 8 new ones every time, then hopefully we'll keep growing every time, every stream. I'm a bit of a goofball, super chill though, so I love just hanging out with people, talking about the games and stuff, so happy to have people here to talk to. It's much nicer when the chat is actually moving quite a bit. No commercial breaks here. We're just going to go straight to, I think, the Cardinals' next possession. It is 40-20 now. You're watching me till Grossi goes live. He'll probably go. He'll go live like in the next 5-10 minutes. I bet he probably will go live a little early. He's got to sync up with Perna today though, because they got that going on together. I know that most of you guys will be watching him, but if you want to come say hi a little bit, definitely no big deal. What if he raids me again? Would that be crazy? That would be freaking crazy. I don't think he raids people back to back though. He definitely takes breaks in between people. He's a smart dude. Ball's going to be down, so the Cardinals will have the ball at touchback location around the 20-25. Most apparently my stream was super behind on the Cards game. Your stream was or mine was? I don't know. I'm watching on my phone, so whatever YouTube TV is on right now is where I'm at. I'm usually a few seconds behind Perna, but with Tom Grossi, I'm like right where he's at. They're talking about the Mascot Hall of Fame inductees. Oh, yeah, they're showing Toro. They got Toro. They got San Jose Shark, the Miami Hurricanes mascot. He's wearing a gold jacket, guys. Oh, Toro's looking clean today with his gold tuxedo. Got a little suit on. It's sparkly and gold. That's crazy. All right, throw on first down to Carter. He's going to get about 10. There you go. Keeps fighting. Get to 12. First down, Cardinals. Keep moving the football. Yes, unfortunately, I'm going out for the Packer game. I'll try and make night game, though. Good game coming up. Happy for you. Are calling the Packers and Broncos game, too. Mine had them 20-33 or 20-40 by the time you read my earlier comment. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Toro, the Hall of Famer mascot. Absolutely. Yeah, you guys are super chill, super nice. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Definitely go watch your favorite guy, though. No worries, man. I appreciate all you hanging out with me today. I'll see you guys tonight as well. We still got 2.5 minutes left in this one. Got a player down for the Texans right now. But I also appreciate a few of my regulars who have been watching this the whole time and have been coming in since the beginning. You guys are the OGs before the raid, especially Brotato Chip hopped in for a minute. Got a couple other people as well. Appreciate you guys being here also. My fellow Cards fans in the stream. And then the new Cards fans like KC who are in the stream who are going to go watch Tom as well. I'm about to get a fun scoreboard at Christmas. I know my mom got me a cool digital scoreboard. So that's going to be pretty fun to add to the streams. But this is my makeshift one until then. But apparently Tom started here too. He started with the little flip board. And I think that, is great. I love doing that. They're showing McBride just how awesome he was today. He's an absolute boss. And even in the losses, he's always a boss. The Cardinals are going to hand off, get a first down here, about 3-yard gain. Carter's had a decent game. Almost 60 yards on the ground. Brissett's on his way to another good passing yard total, but it's another loss for the Cardinals. After this play will be the 2-minute warning and a commercial break, but the ball's going to be thrown deep in. Oh, Wilson almost had a touchdown. Dang it, that would have been so cool. That's cool, Casey. Appreciate the watch time, man. If you want to put on a different device and just leave it on, I'll take it. I'm not complaining. Definitely not going to complain. After this game, though, I'm going to turn off my stream and then set up a new stream after about a 10 to 15 minute break before the Broncos game comes on. I will set up a whole new stream with the Broncos Packers, but I already made the thumbnail for it, so we're all good. Have a quick lunch, take a break, so I don't have to walk away and have no one sitting here while I eat. And I also don't just want to eat in front of you guys. Same because I'll switch to live broadcast for Pack Broncos. True, yeah. No big deal, guys. Appreciate the love. If you guys want to, whatever you want to do, I'm super chill. I understand you've been watching Tom way longer than me, and you're here because you guys are super nice. But also hope you're appreciating and enjoying what I'm doing too. I hope you're enjoying the stream as well. You got to thank Iowa for the NFL players. Is that where McBride came from? I'm just wondering. They're a tight end school. Iowa is a big tight end school. Is McBride from there? Oh, you won't even have Tom on. You'll be watching live with roommate. It's going to be a good game to watch regardless of how you watch it. It's going to be a really great game. This is a very fun stream. You're very engaging and friendly. Appreciate it, Sam. You and I will destroy the ring in Mordor. I guarantee it. Good stream. I'm enjoying your stream, bro. Thank you. Yes, Rudo. Absolutely. Congrats to your Texans, dude. The only, in any way, slightly toxic Texans fans that's hopped in today is that guy who keeps putting up the horn logo. But hey, more power to him. It's easy to celebrate when you're playing one of the teams that's been the worst in the NFL and you're winning 40-20. Thank you, Casey. I appreciate it. Time left, 2-minute warning right now in the fourth quarter, baby. Baby Tay, 2-minute warning. We got 2 minutes left. We are down 20, so not looking good for the Cardinals, but the Texans probably going to pick up this win. Cooper DeShawn and Lucas Van Ness and 3 for the Steelers, and Sam Laporta are from Iowa. Yeah, Iowa is they're a school that produces really great tight ends. Yeah, congrats to the Texans fans. I'm about to pop on my Broncos stuff, though, once this game is over. Broncos beanie. It's the identical one to this Cardinals beanie, but it is a Broncos beanie. All right, Cardinals, 2nd and 10. Minute 55 left in the game. Going to snap, and Brissett is going to get sacked hard. Again, draft O-line, O-line, O-line. I'm so tired of seeing just snap and the offensive line just surrounds and backs up into Brissett. I'm tired of seeing that this year. I mean, this defense is good though. You got to give it to him. This defense is really good. I'm glad we scored 20 on him today, but got to do better than that offensive line. Big throw by Brissett, and it's an almost interception. Should have been an interception on 3rd and 15, 3rd and 18. And Bullock could not hold on. It's going to be 4th and 18. Definitely the Cardinals are going to go for it here just for the fun of it. See what happens. We shall see what happens here. Game's definitely over, but we'll see if they complete some crazy pass or something. He was intended to throw that. He was trying to get that to Michael Wilson. Noah Fant also from Iowa? I was like, Noah Fant? Noah Fant from Iowa? All right, Brissett, 4th and 18. He's going to drop way back. He's going to chuck this ball to someone downfield. Let's see. Is he going to get the ball out? Nope, he's going to check it down to McBride for some reason. I mean, hell, give him another catch. He got 4 yards, and that is the end of the drive for the Cardinals and probably the end of the game for them as well. But McBride just got, I think, his 10th catch. That's crazy. Losing effort. Trey McBride absolutely went nuts again in this game. 11 receptions, 130 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Absolutely crazy game for him. This game's about to be over, guys. We're about to get a couple kneel downs, and it is going to be a Dunsky game for this. But I want to thank everyone so much for watching the first stream of the day. Please come back and hang out with me if you'd like to for the Broncos and Packers. We'll be back in literally like 20 minutes. But we are going to leave once this game is over, and it's going to be over in like 1 minute. So, yeah, thank you, Rudy. Congrats to your Texans for winning today and also probably winning next week. George Kittle is from my school I went to. He went to the same college, but he is from Iowa. Okay. See you, Sam. Thank you, Casey. You guys have fun with Tom or with your friends, wherever you're going next. Final kneel down here. Texans going to win the game 40-20 today. Pretty dominating win for them. Cardinals tried to claw back in, but it was not to be today. And the game is over. Let's run through stats one more time. Final stats for today's game. Jacoby Brissett finishes 27 of 40 for 249 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. CJ Stroud went 22 of 29 for 260 yards and 3 touchdowns. Michael Carter, 14 carries for 56 yards as the leading rusher. Jordan had 15 carries and 101 yards for the Texans. Congrats to him in his rookie first start. Trey McBride, 12 receptions actually for 134 yards and 2 touchdowns. Great game for him in the loss. Nico Collins, 3 catches for 85 yards and 2 touchdowns. Team stats, 307 total yards for the Cardinals, 399 for the Texans. 235 passing yards for the Cardinals, 256 for the Texans. So pretty similar there. Rushing yards was a big difference, though. Cardinals only had 72. Texans had 143. Yards per play was 4.9 for the Cardinals and 6.3 for the Texans. First downs was nearly identical. Let's take a look. Third down efficiency. Cardinals were only 5 of 12 on third down. Texans were 7 of 13. Didn't hurt them at all. And other than that, we had 1 interception thrown, 1 fumble lost. The Texans had none. No turnovers for them. Time of possession was nearly the same. And the Cardinals lose 40-20. But hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. I'm excited for the Guru Griff's recaps of the games. If you know who he is, I don't know who he is actually. I only know Tom and Perna as far as sports guys, but I will check him out. Okay, awesome. Let's see. Mahomes is hurt. Oh, Mahomes is hurt. Is it a bad injury? What happened to Mahomes? Was it like an ankle? Bad twisting ankle or something? Okay. I'll have to take a look at that. Dang, guys, we have 42 watch hours on this stream. That's amazing. 747 total people hopped in, 42 watch hours. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. That's a lot for a stream for me. Arizona, what happened to you? Cardinals defense. Oh, we got another subscriber, 464. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Cardinals defense riddled with injuries, so their defense is looking pretty rough. Offense couldn't get anything going. But we did manage to scrape together 20 points. But when we needed other possessions to do well, just didn't happen. Tackler grabbed his ankle and twisted on it. Dang. That sucks for Mahomes. I'm a big Mahomes fan. Texas Tech Red Raider graduate. So don't want to see that. Mahomes is a good guy, even though his brother's kind of crazy. His mother is also crazy. Might have been the knee. Dislocated knee. He had that before. He had a dislocated knee before. So maybe another dislocated knee? I know that as a PT, if you dislocate your knee, it becomes easier to dislocate in the future. Giants are going to lose 29-21 in a game that kind of means nothing. Neither of these teams is in the playoff race. The Bills beat the Patriots. How about that? That's crazy. And Chargers, it looks like they're going to beat the Chiefs. Actually, the Chiefs are in field goal range. 3rd and 6 at LA 42. What if they force overtime with their backup? That'd be crazy. Well, guys, I'm going to take about a 15-minute break and hop back into the stream with the Broncos game and thumbnail and everything. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. But I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to hop out. Appreciate everyone for watching. You guys are the best. We'll be right back in 15 minutes. Cardinals fans and Texans fans, thank you so much for being awesome. We'll be right back with the Broncos and Green Bay game, but I'm going to end the stream for now for 15 minutes. See you guys in a second.